This is our new start menu. As tokens
Yeah.
of the major players in town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Prince of the City, William Bell. You've got the Alpha Pack of werewolves, Zeus, Athena, Ares, and Hades.
I like
As
Turnpike
well as
Johnson.
a very well-known werewolf in the area who is unaffiliated with any tribe, Turnpike Johnson. Pretty much everybody in any werewolf
Turnpike Johnson.
in the city of New Haven knows Turnpike Johnson.
Turnpike Johnson is cool. He'll give you weed. Don't fuck with Turnpike Johnson.
Turnpike Johnson
Yeah.
boys
Actually,
rip a
all of
man
those
in
things
half.
are. Yeah. He's one of the oldest werewolves in the city. Just a really chill, cool guy. Gives you advice.
Send you on spirit quests to find yourself.
That sounds pretty dope.
Got Angelina Blanchett, the leader of the mages in town, and the two conflicting leaders of the demons, Israel and Denariel.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys uncover more people, I will add them.
Ah, shit.
What now?
P.O. Bells.
I realize I'm an idiot. But continue.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you guys ever find Jesse's, ghoul creator, I'll add her or him.
Oh.
Them and them.
I'll add Zur.
Oh. I don't remember that being in their story, but sure.
And now we can get started proper.
Yeah. Let's do the thing.
Would anyone like to recap us?
Sure,
We got
sure.
two.
One of you go ahead.
We got two
I-
Justines. It's all that matters.
Not quite all that matters, but that is the long and short of it. What we are thinking is real Justine was accidentally left behind because, as it turns out, a gang of 10-year-olds are not the people you want to have coming to rescue you from a ferry. And, she had to get out on her own a couple of years later, and we brought back a fetch. So now, all this time later, when we've finally all turned up in the same city together, real Justine has used us as bait to lure out the fetch and capture it, and now we are driving in a small convoy to in a place where she's going to do something unspeakable to the fetch, I'm sure.
Cook it up for dinner.
Also, Yvonne is a werewolf, as he made sure to let everyone in 3 blocks know.
Yeah.
You see Eve
And werewolves aren't real.
God damn it, you're doing this again. Wait, no, that was third last
That was
time.
the Lily. I was the DM of that other game.
So now it's your turn.
So now we come to aspirations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. This is how you let the murders get too powerful.
Oh no, making her roll failures for beats is how we make Mers get powerful. No, I jest. She's good at both of them. Her fucking experience list in Femmes is beyond ridiculous.
Exactly.
So, CJ.
Oh god, I'm first.
You are first on this list of tokens, yes.
I am.
Doing it in order.
Right, so how does it work now?
Oh, you have 3 aspiration slots. I recommend having it, one long term. Try to have one that you think you can, get in the session.
I have that one. I want one of them to be chat with my friends. Friends
catch
and
up, see what your friends have
friends
been
question
up to.
mark.
Friends question mark. That is their real name.
So catch up with your friends.
Oh god. I was thinking of other things today. This is what I should have been thinking of.
Should we come back to you?
Yeah.
Eddie is not here. Yvonne,
Mm-hmm.
you have 3 aspiration slots.
Oh boy, let's make one of them real simple that I can get easily.
Okay.
Get one of the Justine's blood.
Yeah. 1.
What, are you going hymen hunting already?
Whoa.
I'm just gonna let that joke sit there, and I'm not gonna touch it.
Sure.
Another aspiration.
Yep. Yeah. 2 more. I recommend the long-term one.
Okay. Then how long term we talking?
Yeah. However long, like one that might take you a few sessions. Something that your character is looking forward to doing or attempting. Or
This might be a fail state, but I'm gonna say rescue Trevor.
all right.
Who is Trevor?
Nobody. He is a kid who supposedly lives in Yvonne's neighborhood, and who got help through college through Justine's thing. However, that might have been a front for him just to be sent to the Twilight Realm. So that will be where he is now.
Ah, right, that part of it. Yes, yes.
I pick up quest hooks on your own.
Yeah.
Great.
And then I guess
That-
in the middle term, find out who the real Justine is. And there we go.
Okay.
The real Justine.
Jesse.
Sure. I have learn what Justine has been doing. Figure out why Laura is creepy. And get a new girlfriend.
Okay.
Well, one exploded
Laura.
in space. I think that's what she said at least.
Wait, the old one exploded in space?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Are you sure you weren't high at the time?
I'm very tempted
Maybe.
to ask.
My gut says maybe.
Or are you sure they didn't just say their dad exploded?
No, that one was a lie.
Only the second.
Yeah.
Alright, Laura.
Alright, so firstly, locate and groom a new thrall.
A new what?
A new thrall.
You cut off. Okay. Okay.
Secondly, deal with the false Justine, whichever it is.
Let's deal with in big air quotes. Like
The
the
biggest.
problem has been resolved, air quotes.
The sky is air quotes.
Pap, pap.
And the third one is re-establish connections with my friends and keep them this time.
Mm.
Okay, I've thought of 2 more.
Alright. Back to CJ.
So I got that other one. Then I also have. I'm gonna.
Yeah, catch up with your friends.
Uh, catch up with friends. I'm gonna go with find out how slash like what's up with the whole two Justines thing and like how it was done specifically. And what was the I think it was find something that's outside of Lalu's comprehension.
Find something outside. Alright. Alright. So if Rem shows up, we'll get him through aspirations. But it's now time to start the session, the game. Yes, Troll the Cosmic Entity. Hey, Lalu, have you seen this? An iPhone?
God damn it.
I mean, she's a devil, so she probably works for Apple.
Find something beyond Lalu's comprehension. Have you heard of Salty Bet?
That's beyond most people's comprehension. That's not fair.
Everyone who takes
Who do you think would win, Goku or Super Mario?
God damn it.
Fuck. And to be fair, a lot of people who enjoy Salty Bet, it's still kind of beyond their comprehension.
It really is. I'm gonna say that right now. But yes.
Shit, I dropped the cap from my drink. Now I have to drink it all at once.
I thought you said you dropped a cat in your drink for a second.
Yes, I dropped mittens in my drink.
Oh no, I thought she dropped cat in her drink and she's just, like, you know, riding high on a horse. Or vitamin
By
K.
the way, before we begin, I have to take this opportunity to recommend the show Hilda on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix, so
I've
I
heard
will
it's
have to
good. I
decline.
want to watch it.
If you have Yarhars, you can also watch it.
No.
Is it that super positive show?
It is super
Cartoon?
adorable, super positive. It is just the most good feels show you will ever experience. And it's witty and it's funny.
I kind of
Watch
want to
it.
watch it.
Watch it if you can. If
That's
you
the
can't,
reason
maybe
why I
sometime
watched
I'll
all of
stream it.
Dragon Maid.
It's super positive and adorable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it just makes you feel good. Like, they have, like,
Yeah.
you know, problems amongst family and romance, but then they talk about it like fucking adults and resolve it every time. You're like, oh shit. Oh, fucking goddamn. It's so pleasant.
And then they hug and love each other.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong happens.
Yeah! Nothing goes wrong.
That sort of thing is exactly what we need in this day and age.
It fucking is.
I recommend Hilda, and Scout recommends Dragon Maid.
Yep.
And now let's get this show on the road.
Sure thing.
Yosh.
So are any of
You
you
are-
secretly dragons?
That is a splat.
It is?
Dragons,
It's
dragons,
a fan splat.
dragons.
It's not,
Oh.
yeah, we can't be one. But it exists.
There are dragons in the world.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are also dragons, but they happen to have pointy
There's
hoods.
a true fey dragon. A
remember
dragon
that
that is
guy.
one of the fucking gentry.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you can tap him for green mana as well.
He's not a bird of paradise.
Oh no, you tap him for like 3, and he becomes +2/+2 and gives someone else indestructible.
Okay.
Indestructible.
So yeah, you guys are on your way to a safe house. And a little bit of a
Safe?
convoy.
Yeah. I forget,
Ah.
who's riding in my van with me?
Eh.
Yeah.
Lalu's driving by herself. Justine is going with Yvonne in the unmarked squad car.
Yep. So I'm gonna look at the back of Justine real quick and go, hey, Justine 2.
At the one captured.
Yeah, the one captured.
She remains silent.
I know this is kind of a weird question, and your night is probably really ruined, but I'm just wondering if I couldn't get a little drop of blood from you.
She scowls at you.
I mean, it's just a question.
She remains quiet.
Uh,
Yeah, it might not
Just-
be the best time to ask her, you know.
I mean, it's
Justine in the front says.
yeah. I mean, I know it's not, but it's kind of important to figure out what's going on here.
Why?
Well, look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not exactly sure that you're the real Justine, but I don't think she's the real Justine. But there's still a chance that she is the true Justine. So whatever happens, I want to make sure I can at least be able to keep track of her.
We have the same blood. Kind of. Nah. Yeah, maybe.
Wait, does that mean if I take your blood, I'll be able to track the both of you?
I don't know. Can you smell Faye?
I don't know, honestly. Haven't ever interacted with them.
I mean,
Hell,
it'd be kind of weird if I were one of the animals. Not.
I mean, all that happened is that I knew spirits existed, and ever since then, I've just been waiting to see what else is in the world.
Spirits.
Yeah, spirits.
Have to tell me about them.
I mean, sure, it's a little freaky though. Okay, fair point.
Oh, have you been trapped in an alien dimension for years?
I mean, I tried it for a month.
Yeah, call me back in 2 years.
All right, fair enough. Either way, I need at least one of your bloods. Need to be able to keep a tab in
Eh.
case anything happens.
Maybe. Well, I'll think about it.
See
Not in the
that?
habit of just handing out my blood to anybody who asks. Even if they were once pretty close friends.
See, Justine, too? This is what we call cooperation. This is what gets points into making me believe that you're the real Justine.
She scowls at you.
I swear, your social skills are not helping.
Maybe if you didn't handcuff me, throw me in a car, and are assuming I kidnapped a bunch of people, I'd be more open to whatever
Well-
it is you're asking. You weirdo self.
Well, considering the extracurricular nature of the situation, normal conversation falls a little short. By the way, where exactly are we headed, Justine?
To a safe house.
Well, I mean, yeah, but where?
Where indeed? Doot, doot. So you were up in this area. And she will drive down the road, head up here, and stop at a small house in a very quiet looking neighborhood.
On the edge of DeVito lines.
Okay, also, as we pass the dry cleaners, CJ's gonna be like, "So you own that dry cleaners?"
Yeah, no, that's mine. I sometimes
swear to
share. I have
God.
another person who works there, but it's mostly
First
mine.
couple days we were here, Mandy got fucking
Mandy got fucking. You know what I'm saying?
She got
And she needed dry cleaners.
Yeah,
some
I'll
kind
say.
of cottonating acid all over her clothes. Needed to go in and get it cleaned off ASAP. And that's where we went.
Oh,
What are the odds?
well, I mean, we deal with, I guess, I don't remember doing that, but it must have been the other. Like, we get weird shit happening to clothes that come in all the time from all sorts of different people. Some that has mysterious bullet holes in them and maybe wants a little bit of restitching. Blood, obviously, it's kind of part of the wear your red pants joke. Caught needing acids, all sorts.
I mean, it sure did the job.
Yeah. The trick is we have a bottle of stuff that we call uncleaner. And that undoes stuff that's wrong. Like, mysteriously created acids that we've never seen before.
Sounds fancy.
It's okay. Expensive though. We try not to use that too often, but everyone gets the same service every time, so we don't increase the bill. Just shrug. Yeah.
Okay. So the house she stops at is a small little one-story.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a quiet neighborhood. Maybe not the most affluent. One of the houses next door looks like it's empty and for sale, and none of the lights are on at the other one.
All right.
And Justine will pull into the driveway and into the garage, closing the garage door behind her.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a ram.
Yeah, dude.
Are you actually here, Ram?
No, please kill me.
Okay.
We have 3 people for the entire front end. And it honestly looks like a cheap zombie movie outside.
Well,
Help me.
good luck to you, buddy.
Rem, you need to scream at HR and then drop kick them.
Wish I could.
I thought that's what you did today.
What?
Yell at HR some more. I thought you did that today.
Yes, I did. I did. And then they now passed my paperwork on to the people who are actually empowered to change my schedule. Because apparently because of some positional changes, they never bothered to pass it on to the old person who was supposed to do it.
Sounds about right.
I'm just gonna mute myself so that you can't hear the bullshit that is my store right now. But I will say, have you ever seen a little crowd of geese walking by? I think I just saw it might have been one whole Asian family, but it was a clumping of 30 people that had no concept of zero space just walking together. It was magical. It would be absolutely magical if any one of them could actually speak proper English.
Well,
sounds about right.
yeah. Hopefully it'll die down at some point, and
Or
you'll
please
be
let
able
me
to
die.
escape. No.
Hopefully we see you in the later rounds.
Death is an escape. All right,
I
I'm gonna
believe
be I'm gonna be muting myself.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Oh, is there enough room for the van in the garage, or me and and Laura
It's
parking
a
outside?
one-car garage.
All right then. So I'm gonna.
Parking outside.
I tried to combine the way you said garage and the way I say garage.
Garage
and garage.
Garage.
That's a little far to drive back home, park
Garage.
in mine, and then walk here. So
fuck it.
There's a driveway, so
Yeah, I'll park in the driveway and I'll like reach underneath the wheel and hit a little clicker thing.
But yeah, once we get out, I'm gonna still be helping making sure Justine 2 doesn't go nowhere. And while I'm trying to move her, I'm just gonna go, all right, Justine made a vote. Well, okay, I made a decision. Sorry about this, you're gonna feel a little prick.
Penis joke.
No. That'd be more than a little prick. Anyways, going to
Go for a little Pringles can.
gonna just take a fingernail and like quickly just like little swipe. All I need is a little drop of blood.
at which Justine?
It's Justine too, one in handcuffs, because I trust her the least.
Yvonne, is that strictly necessary?
I mean, you guys
They're
can see.
in the garage.
Oh, have I closed the door?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
closed the door once they went in.
Damn you.
How sharp are your fingernails? Do you have like a coke nail situation going on?
No, but I'm a werewolf.
You went into Dalu.
I mean, I can just change it to Dalu real quick and then do it if you really want to get technic.
No, it's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, but yeah, I can get finger claws. That's what I'm doing, using finger claws.
All right, you get finger
Full
claws and you
inches.
stab her.
I get a little swipe of blood. I don't like fucking just gouge her.
Hey, what? Ow!
Sorry, Justine.
Whoa! Hey, Yvonne.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe don't do the whole werewolf thing in a suburban. Well, not suburban, but in a neighborhood.
What? We're in a garage.
Yeah, well, never know.
I mean, I guess. As long as anybody doesn't get a good look, it should be fine.
How many movies start with like a kid that's like been like spying on the neighbors?
That
See something
this-
weird.
actually, how many movies do start like that?
I don't know. I was asking you.
I can think of like at least 3. Only 2
Shia
of them.
LaBeouf movie. I mean, it's a whole genre of movies. It's the what do you call it? The
Home Alone franchise.
what?
No, that's actually
It's the
Wrong.
Rear Window genre of movies. You know?
Rear Window genre of movies. I have actually never heard that term.
We gotta get you into film school.
Well-
Sorry, I've watched a lot of movies since I have been in, come back.
Any of them made before 1990? I mean,
Before?
made after 1999.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Either way, it's just a precaution. It shouldn't come up, but if it does, I'll be glad I had it. I had done it in the first place.
It should come up, but if it does,
I said it shouldn't come up. Did I?
you said it should.
No, it shouldn't come up. What if it does? It'll be helpful. Well, let's get the rest of everybody else inside and see what you've got store for a changeling test. Definitely interested in this.
How do we get inside? Through the door?
Through the door.
To the front door like a normal person.
I'm gonna pause outside and have a smoke. I'm sure she doesn't want me smoking indoors.
Justine will take other Justine into a bedroom and say, Yvonne, you go open the front door for them.
Okay. I will go open the front door for everybody.
Knock, knock.
Open up the door, it's real.
And
What
there's
month is-
about like 3 locks on it. So
What month is it again?
it is, what was it, September? It's September.
No Halloween jokes then. I open up the door.
We started 2 weeks ago, which means it's September 25th.
Trick or treat.
We're already falling behind. We should have set this in the next year.
I mean, we don't have to stick with real
No,
time. That
we don't.
just gets annoying.
We just started at real time.
Well, either way, I open
Shalom.
up the several locks on the door and let everybody in.
Open up the door, it's real.
Stainless steel. I just kick down the door. X gonna give it to you.
Great, now the safe house isn't so safe.
No, I don't actually kick down the door.
I-
But yes, everybody come inside. Justine should be in the back. I think she has a mini fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a fridge.
The real fridge.
Okay.
It's a house.
Give me a minute, and I'm just smoking on the porch right now.
I mean, most-
Yeah, look around.
To be fair, most people don't live in their safe houses or have a fully furnished, fully what's the word I'm looking for?
Stocked?
Fully stocked, I guess. This wasn't
It's
that-
not.
Oh.
In fact, the house looks. It does not look lived in.
Yeah.
There's like a couch, some tables. There's no pictures or anything around. There's no bookcases. Just like a stack of magazines on a one of the coffee tables. No phones. And Justine is in the bedroom, cuffing other Justine to the bed frame.
No, I'm sad. I'm waiting outside.
Not in the sexy way,
Oh,
but in like both arms to one post.
sure. Also, I'm gonna make a quick little paranoid check. Just look down the street while I'm out having a fag.
All right. This time of the evening, it's pretty quiet. Maybe get like one or two cars that drive past. Nothing terribly suspicious or eye-catching.
So, Justine, what is it that you plan to do to the other Justine?
Get information.
I mean, how? You said she's basically a perfect copy of you, right?
Well, except for the whole selling out humanity.
I mean, besides that, but how do we prove she's done that?
In a court of law? No, we can't.
I mean, we're talking about the American justice system. They already do that themselves.
Yeah, I'm not here as a cop.
Still, though,
Magic.
I have
Whatever
objections
it was
to
said.
brute torture.
I mean,
Who said anything about torture?
sorry, torture doesn't work anyways.
Yeah, I should actually go download the new Changeling thing and see if Justine needs to be updated.
She
I
probably
honestly
will.
I prefer old. You said she was fairest, right?
Yep.
I prefer old fairest flavor.
She's specifically fairest for the Kith, the Star Child Kith.
Oh, kiths are different now.
Oh.
But yeah,
I
magic's
don't
not.
know. I haven't gotten to them, so I don't know exactly how. But they aren't like
How do you know they're different then?
that because they aren't like mentioned anywhere in the seemings. They used to have a list on the seemings. Now they're like in a different part.
But yeah, I don't think mundane torture is gonna work. I don't even think clever torture is gonna work. In my experience, anytime something magical happens, Oftentimes, the only solution is more magic.
And how much experience have you had, Yvonne?
Well, I hunt spirits, so a decent amount, I guess, in one thing. How many things aren't spirits?
Many things.
Everything but spirits
Hmm.
is not spirit.
Okay, I guess I have mostly spirit experience, so no experience.
Spiritians. That doesn't work.
Still, I don't think a perfect clone who has all your old memories is going to sell out so easily at the first pinch of pain.
I never suggested torture. Just saying.
Yeah, no. I know. I was just explaining to Lalo.
Then what precisely do you plan to do?
She will leave Justine too in the bedroom, close the door, and come out to the living room. Well, first thing to do is get some information to start with.
You mean like information on changelings?
No. Information on her day to day.
To get some information, not give some information. Although
Oh,
I'd
right.
like to have some information.
No, wait, that's right. If she's been sending people off behind everybody's backs, there must be some kind of clue in her normal day-to-day routine.
The fact that she's doing it as her job, part of her job, there's got to be a paper trail.
Follow the money, as the
Money or
expression goes.
follow the trail of kids. Yes.
Speaking of
Oh,
which,
how
we
would
are gonna
Billy
get
go?
those kids back, right?
I mean, assuming they were taken somewhere wrong in the first place.
Do you want the optimistic answer or the
Yes.
realistic answer?
Yes.
Always be the optimist.
Optimistic answer? Yeah, we'll get them back. No problem. Realistic answer?
Those who have been taken most recently, at best.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Justine was able to come back and escape without any help. How did you manage it?
With help.
No.
She had help.
Okay, well, where'd you get the help?
The
Remember
other
that guy with the mouth?
the other changelings that were in that realm. The Star Mouth and the Star Freckles.
So maybe there are other
I mean-
changelings trying to help the children who are lost.
There are. There are plenty of people out there
No.
helping people escape. But they didn't make it out with me.
Hmm.
Assuming all these kids just get tossed in there, if we just blow up the 3, then all the kids get rescued, right? Optimistic answer at the top. 10 out
Realistic
of 10.
answer response. The 3 aren't the only ones doing this.
Wait, you mean Justine's not
how
even
many
working?
are there?
Hey,
Why are they called the 3 if there's more than 3 of them?
he means other groups, obviously.
So the yeah, you might want to sit down for this.
I'm going to take a seat, and then once I start hearing the seat cracking, I'm just going to stand.
I'm gonna pull out my little hip flask and take a couple of steps.
CJ will plop down on the couch.
So the you might be under the assumption that me and those people that helped me escape are like the only changelings out there. There are thousands of us.
Well,
Cat-
I'm
Sure.
Yeah, thousands?
Over thousands, tens of thousands probably.
I mean, how many of them are into the abducting children game?
No,
No, they escaped.
they have all been abducted.
Oh, you were talking about the abduction numbers,
Yeah.
not just the population of changelings.
We're the ones who escape. We made it back here, and it changed us.
Guess that's where the name comes from.
Hence changelings.
I'm sure there's like a smattering of mythological origin to it. Anyway, it's more than just the three out there. Everybody comes back with a different story. A wooded prince with trees in his hair, commanding a legion of soldiers. And the number of captors are endless. I'm afraid I agree with Laura. If we can rescue anybody, it's probably the most recently taken.
So you're saying that Justine 2, or whoever the fake Justine is, isn't even just selling people to a specific group, but more she is a mercenary for some kind of human magical drug human trafficking?
She's not even selling them. She's probably just giving them away. She is a mole.
Okay.
She's a spy put in place when they took me to advance something.
I guess by the word something, you don't know exactly why.
I don't think anybody does.
Suppose it doesn't really matter. For taking our
If you've
kids.
heard the multitude of stories I have of why people were taken and what they do, and it just sounds illogical.
So are those Star Eyes spookers, are they like one group that does this, or are they in charge of all of the abductions and they just go after different people?
I think they're just
Like
one group.
abductions are us. Some kind of.
You sure are.
I've heard similar stories around in the region here. None of them have ever seen it quite on the scale we have. Occasionally, you'll see the star-eyed people, and changelings know to run when they see them.
What is it that they get out of all these abductions? Sorry, I don't get that part. Like, okay, great, they get to swap people. Is it just an intent to swap everyone that's real with you know,
Slaves?
replacement
No.
people?
Didn't they say they were trying to like make some kind of like dollhouse like thing when we were there? Like they were bringing in people to fill up their fake town?
I think that was what they wanted at the time. Some sense of fulfillment to see what humanity, desired. What it felt like to be human, maybe. I don't know.
So just weird aliens trying to do human experiments. Yeah, this is sounding better and better.
I think if you asked every one of them, you'd get a different answer. Or if you got an answer.
Aliens don't exist. I think.
I think, Justin, if you asked 3 of them, you would get a dozen answers.
That sounds about right.
Also, I don't know. Maybe werewolves are aliens.
As far as I'm
Abominable.
concerned, you're all
Yes. Alien, no.
Wait, as far as you're concerned, what, sorry?
As far as I'm concerned, you're all aliens.
What?
You're all weird.
Nah.
Hey, just because I like anime still.
Perfectly normal.
Hey,
You're all weird, and that is why I contacted you.
I'm not. I resent that.
some kind of.
You're pretty weird. To be fair, you are the least weird.
Well, it still doesn't exactly feel like a compliment, but I'll take it.
We're like some kind of superhero team.
I mean, at least you didn't move into the woods, buy a lake, and start living, eating grass or whatever it is.
and appear
Maybe
to
he
be
does.
having a nervous breakdown at the mention of weirdness.
I bet he eats gluten. Gluten. Still
Oh,
dangerous.
that's asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I slowly put down my
What?
sandwich.
She eats gluten? Well, she'll be dead.
She'll be dead in a
before us.
week.
She'll be dead before dinner. Oh, Polly,
Living
I
life
love
on the
you.
wide side.
Well, either way, I'm invested now. So whatever you want to do to try to figure out what's going on, I'm on board.
Kale.
By the way, Scout,
Yeah.
I want to do a run of Monster Hunter or Monster Prom,
Okay.
where we all try and go after the same girl.
I'm down for that. Seems like a fun
We
one.
got to do that sometime.
Yeah. Head to head
Ooh,
to
the
head to head.
cock episode.
Yeah. Monster cock.
Anyway,
So what exactly are we going to need to do to figure out how to even stop this? We have her company, I think.
yeah, we can.
Don't you have any kind of like changeling radar that you can rejigger with her or something?
Oh yeah, I'll just stop down at Radio Shack and pick it up.
Pick up
I
what, sorry?
imagine if there was an easy way to detect changelings, it wouldn't be such a problem.
We're very good at hiding.
Even to my sight, you are nigh indistinguishable.
Which
Okay,
reminds me,
there's that thing again, even to your sight. What's special about
Why
you,
is your
Laura?
site
Like,
special?
what's your X-Man power?
I told you, you guys are all weird.
Like, we get it.
I
Yvonne's a
see
werewolf.
things that many do not.
I mean, so do
Okay.
I.
Can you see next week's lottery numbers?
No, that is not within my domain, but perhaps one of my cousins could.
I don't remember you having cousins.
You do not remember many things.
Well, that's mostly drinking and not sleeping's fault, but yes.
I mean, all the weird things she said today, having cousins is probably the most normal.
Well, I mean, it wasn't considering, our kind of shitty family, but
I mean, shitty families have cousins.
I suppose. Squint. Squint a lolly.
I kind of arched my brow, but well, I at least have the name of the company, I think. After all, they're the ones who've been giving donations to help the kids in my neighborhood off the street and into college.
Right. So, you guys, you go check out her offices. Maybe you can find something to point us where they went. Something like that. Hold on.
The woos, they stir.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys check out her offices. I probably shouldn't be seen around there.
Yeah, I can imagine that would get a bit awkward.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Try not to
Nonsense.
get caught. I can only, work my legal magic so far.
I'm surprised that abduction counts, frankly.
Well,
Right. Slow nod.
as long as I don't get caught.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying you bail us out if we get arrested?
Depending on what you get caught for.
I can get a list together.
Eyebrow raise.
Nothing
Just
particularly
what
illegal. It's just basically circumstance all the time.
Jesse, what exactly have you been up to these past years?
Nothing.
The answer nothing is not suitable.
Look, I run a dry cleaners, I drink a bunch, and I like to go out and party. And sometimes things happen that could be construed as illegal. Sometimes they could be construed as light arson, and it's not even my fault. Stuff just likes to break.
Light
I'm
arson,
all-
yeah.
I'm
Thumbs up.
starting to worry that your laundromat is just a laundering fund.
Justine kicks up her feet and says, she's very unlucky.
Yeah.
You mean out of everything else, luck is also a thing that exists?
Luck's always been a
No.
thing, my friend.
Luck always exists.
I don't believe in luck.
And you are right in doing so. There is no luck. There is only the will of the cosmos and the choices of mortal men.
Are you an alien? I think you might be an alien. Like a real one.
I am of this world.
The color out of space.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Please, if I were to be a monstrosity from a fiction book, I would not be from Lovecraft.
I like his stories, they're fun.
Why, he's good,
Why?
except for the whole
Are you not-
racism thing.
I was
Oh.
gonna say, are you not racist enough?
Yeah. He actually tried to revoke a bunch of that whole like racist shit when he got like a black girlfriend or something, but he died before he got to make amends, which is kind of weird.
I question the accuracy of that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I
the
didn't
whole
know
story.
that, but I feel better about him now.
I can't remember. the
Even
full
though I
story.
have no verification of any of it.
I'm gonna be honest, that sounds like bullshit.
Could well be.
As he was, well, married to the same woman forever.
Hmm.
I missed. What are we discussing?
No, it's fine.
Lovecraft.
Oh, okay.
All is fair in
Oh.
war and Lovecraft.
All right, well, I at least know where her main office is. I suppose I could drop by in. I'm not exactly unknown to the company.
I am. I could still drop in.
I mean, yeah.
Alright.
So you sneak into her office, find the information. Meanwhile, I will talk with her, see what I can squeeze out.
Sure. And it's at that point then I will pull out Justine 2's phone and start going through it again.
Where? Oh, wait, yeah.
What was the name of your boy, Yvonne? Trevor?
Trevor. That's just one of them.
Boy,
My boy.
son.
We still got Andrew, CJ.
His
Little John.
full name. I will require it.
Trevor Macklemore.
Trevor
Macklemore.
Macklemore.
Middle name?
Wait, give me a second. Lewis.
Did you even know the middle name?
I believe his middle name was Lewis. I had to do his paperwork most of the time.
Trevor Lewis Macklemore. Very well. If he is within 2 miles still of the false Justine's office, I can find him.
Andy.
Wow.
Wish I had cool superpowers.
Same.
I, the two of you.
And I will shrug plaintively.
I guess I will shrug at your shrug.
I'll up nod your shrug.
Well, either way, how late is it again?
Fish bump.
Nice.
At this point, it's creeping up close to midnight.
If we go now, we're definitely sneaking in, and
I know how to
Although-
pick locks.
I don't know if anybody is paying attention to my rather large frame, but sneaking is not something I ever really got good at. Just gonna throw that out there.
I will be right back.
Okay.
I have to deal with dogs.
It's a
Give me a
shame.
minute to look at the things I need to look up. Yay, complicated powers.
You guys and your powers.
Yeah. I I didn't
Hey.
grow up to be exactly the sneakiest person, even though I do play a lot of Metal Gear, but that's neither here nor
That's
there.
not Heather there. Oh, that's a good choice. Don, I wanted to ask
Just
Ollie what was
because
actually
all
on Justine
Scout's
2's phone.
powers. Just because all Scout's powers are easily look upable.
I don't have any powers. I have the power to move you.
Who have the?
And
you
you've
have the
said
pow-
you're.
I do in fact have, yes, one power. And
have the
it's
power
and
of hips.
doesn't really activate or do anything. It's entirely
power of
reliant on
hips.
my ability to continue to act myself.
Yeah, I had assumed we weren't going to continue with in-character talk while Third was away.
Yeah.
DCL.
Sure, I have the power of my hips never lying, even though my mouth does all the time. Let's see here.
Okay, so resonances with awakening include dawn in the morning, cold water, children. Does anyone have any children I can use for resonance?
Well, I mean, if you kneel down and open wide, I can provide you with like a quick burst of lots of children. They're very temporary children, but they are.
Yep. Got a kitten.
Okay.
I should probably put on some music again, but I closed the tab I had open for it. I'm gonna use this whip to fetch something to drink, I don't know.
Good idea.
Ugh. And I was all excited because I was gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna get work done tomorrow and make up for the lack of sleep I had. And then I remember I gotta prepare for Shadowrun, well, Cyberpunk.
Oh dear.
Luckily, I did most of the bestiary in advance.
I mean, that's not luckily.
It is what you consider my attention span. Because let me tell you,
Fair.
making Shadowrun characters, especially important ones, takes a while.
But, you know, if we do things well, we will hopefully minimize our interaction with things from the bestiary.
I mean, you got a Snippy in your party, so, you know,
This is true.
see how that goes.
Snippy is a very unique individual. Hello, Scout.
Who surprisingly did not get themselves shot in the last night's game. So, you know. Maybe his survival aspect is his survival rating is better than we give credit for.
I mean, having more of a survival instinct than Freya is not impressive. A 0 is indeed larger than a -1.
Fair enough.
You weren't there,
Yeah, no,
Scout,
I was
but
not.
Sunday's game, Freya rolled a dramatic failure on holding her alcohol, and then later on the next day, a dramatic failure on, how she might find out about what happened. So what it turned into was her being held at gunpoint by the sheriff, and then she decided to rush him.
Oh,
So, not good survival instincts there.
Well, that's pretty fucked up right there.
I don't feel bad putting her in that situation. She's just rolled compounding
Turbo
dramatic
Gobbo.
failures. But,
She almost bled out.
I wonder what it would be like for like a full-term aspiration that for Jessie to get herself a legit ass lady body. It's like it's very obviously is a long-term aspiration of hers, but it's not something that she can like more than once in a blue moon quote unquote put progress into. So it's not good as a long-term aspiration.
she.
Like it would, for instance, it would never collect ticks.
yeah, that's just one of those things where...
I mean,
It's an endeavor, but it's
There-
not an aspiration.
yeah.
theoretically, depending on like how
It's okay.
like
Just become.
how soon I'm revealed, you get a tick for finding out I can do it, and then a tick every time like my character puts things into towards it.
It's okay. Become a wolf job, and you can
Plus-
just effortlessly switch between the genders.
Plus, even though I can't do it to other PCs, if I introduce you to Denariel, that is actually one of her in-law powers, well, in-the-house powers, to shape-change people, including gender shifts. It's one of those things where there are so many ways to do it in this system. It's
It's ridiculous.
There are ways.
Dick dang donkulus.
Also, theoretically, changelings have that ability because it happens in the story
Have what about
now.
Gender
Like
shift
changing
change.
genders.
Their bodies got really warped during
Yeah.
their endurance anyway, so like it could have always happened.
True.
All right. So we got a sneaking mission to do.
Mm-hmm. All equipment is acquire on site. Good luck, Snake.
there are...
Snake, snake, snake.
Snack.
Sorry, Scout, you wanted to do the phone first, didn't you?
Yes.
Is that why they called him Snake? Because it was an anagram for sneak?
Yes.
Of course, that's why he wears sneakers.
No, he doesn't. Shut up.
And that's why his clothing is made of leather. Because it's made
No.
of hide.
No, shut up. It's not.
Shut your mouth. That's not true.
Oh, come on. You know he wears leather.
No, he doesn't. He specifically does not.
He wears latex.
That latex is too squeaky.
No, he wants a baby powder. Anyway. Yeah, Lily, so what is on Justine 2's phone? Because I'm sure that could be quite helpful.
Also, he was named Snake because of Snake Plissken.
It's Sneak Pliskin.
God damn it.
Ah, yes, Justine's phone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have you roll an int computer.
Okay. Can I go with investigation instead of computer?
Shoot.
Thank you. Yeah, I got a success. I'll be damned.
All right. You get her address book, texts, things of that nature. You can definitely like find her office.
Sure. Is there some kind of a notepad nearby that I can just start scrolling the stuff out so that Real Steen has a copy of this information too?
There is, yeah.
Cool. I'll just begin like transcribing a bunch of that shit.
Judging by the texts, it looks like the office should be empty about this time.
Yeah. Alright. I mean, although sneaking might not be the best way to go about it when we could just like lag our way through, it's probably a lot easier right now with no one around.
Yeah, please don't attract attention.
Sure.
I only promise to try.
Do or do not. There is no try, big guy.
Remember, the cops aren't the only, people with eyes in the city.
Yeah, I have eyes too. Blink, blink.
Before we depart, Justine, do you have a map and a blue scarf?
Rather specific items.
There might be a map in the car. Why?
Don't you use Google Maps? It's very
Yeah.
easy.
They shall make finding Trevor easier.
So is it some kind of a wizard or a warlock or... Is that what you are?
You would not believe me if
I
I
don't
told
think so.
you.
She's too like.
I mean, I'm
fancy.
already being forced to try and believe that Yvonne is in fact a werewolf. And because he's just a unit right now, then it's not unrealistic.
She's too fancy for Harry Potter.
Absolute unit.
He is a
Christine will say while patting what she can reach of Yvonne.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast.
I'll bend over to the side so I can be pat on the head.
Nice.
Who likes head scritches? Does Puppy like head scritches?
Derogatory as this is, I'm not going to say no.
Itch will make a jealous ferret noise.
Who likes head scritches? Does Itch like head scritches?
Itch fucking loves head scratches. So get all up ends.
Itch is about to fight shank me for those head scritches.
Fucking, he'll just clamber onto your head so that scritches can be applied in the same downwards motion for two people.
The great negotiator.
Yeah, Itch is a smart boy. He's smarter than me. No, he's not smarter than me, but he's technically more intelligent than me.
But yeah. Alright, so about Lalu's very strange and specific things she asked for.
I will
She-
apologize. Blue is not my color. I have no scarf for it. Although if we want to stop by my place, I can borrow one from dry cleaning.
Green will suffice as well.
Mandy has a scarf. Should I roll a 1d8 to determine what color it is? Because I didn't think of it.
Doesn't she have art with the scarf on it?
What?
Does she have art or a token or anything like that?
She doesn't have a token.
No.
I can throw her on here.
I don't think it has a scarf on it.
Oh, okay.
No, you threw me like a mostly nude.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a bikini.
Oh, wait, is it the Ferropic?
Yes.
Right.
But I'm fairly certain I specified she was wearing a scarf in the meeting
Yeah, you did.
scene.
It's good Ferropic. If it weren't for the fact that she's obviously already traveling in the company of CJ, I'd flirt with her.
Hey, you just gotta say, hey, are you guys a thing?
I feel like he's already said no, but at the same time, I know better than to step in there anyway, just in case. That, and I haven't learned sign language yet, and I imagine that that's not good for a conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Somebody asked, and he awkwardly like.
And then just a
mumbled.
colleague was what you mumbled back.
Does it have to be
Something
a solid blue scarf?
Do polka dots work?
I
Can
mean,
it be floral?
yes, actually, blue with floral, that would work. Yes. Yes, flowers are an equivalent resonance.
A what-nance?
You recall, Jesse, that I stated there were things occurring beyond your comprehension?
Yes, but I would still like at least the Cliff Notes version, so even if I'm non-comprehensive of what they are, I can still get a vague idea of what the fuck you're talking about. What is a resonance in this context of these things beyond my ken?
A resonance cascade.
Certain laws of the cosmos can be tapped, and they can be tapped in such a way that is made easier by ritual performance. The colors blue and green, the presence of flowers and other such living things, they resonate with the powers of awakening. And it is with the powers of awakening that I would find Trevor.
I see. So it's like these are non-integral spell components. You could make do without, but they make it better?
Essentially.
There you go.
I'm going to nod my head and pretend I understood that.
Oh, come on, that was video game speak. Sometimes you need things to cast spells with, and you can cast without it, and sometimes they're better. There's no way Yvonne doesn't put that shit together.
I never play mages in video games.
This is true, but you need to understand the enemy.
But this isn't a video game.
If you die in the game, you die for real.
You die in Canada,
Yes.
you die for real.
No, you die in Montreal.
No.
Alright, cool. Alright, fair enough. I mean, if you don't have a blue floral scarf or whatever, I live/work at a dry cleaners.
It would make locating Trevor if he is within the real reach of the evocation substantially easier.
Okay.
What about something like an old shirt of his?
That as well. That would allow me to home in on him more finely, not call upon the ancient laws.
Fortunately, my neighborhood's several hours away, and I don't exactly carry around his shirts, so fair enough.
Right. It's quite a ways.
That's not several hours drive, though.
It's like a little bit of a drive. It's not a big drive.
Yeah.
Luckily, I mean, it would be several hours if it were daytime.
This is true.
Let's check a Google Maps. Because this is a real area. It doesn't have real roads. We can check.
That would only be 8 miles.
It's what, like, about 15 kilometers?
Okay,
Yeah.
more than 8 miles.
9.3 miles.
But are they recurring? Are they infinite miles?
9 miles off of South City.
It's 9.32057.
Oh, it's not. I'll be damned. A non-recursive 0.3.
Mm.
The glorious, magnificent future we face.
Let's see.
Oh God.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, like 20 minutes. If you go by the way the roads work now, it'd be about 30 minutes because there's no roads in the middle area.
Yeah, it'd be 30 minutes to go there and then 30 minutes to come back, is what you're saying?
Like 20 to go there because you have, actual roads through the middle part.
Yeah, and then 20 to come back.
Basically, in the real world, the roads only go like up and around like that. This is all just like hilly,
Yeah.
Indian reservation.
They all got moved.
Once we finally fought the war against the Aztecs.
This is a very uneven city, by the way. It is not a flat.
That's fine.
It's not quite as fucking fucked up as like San Francisco.
Yeah, I've got family in a place known as Devon on the side of Cornwall, and I'm sure that Mers will be aware that Devon is basically you go after you finish climbing a hill. In front of you, for some reason, is not a descent but more hill, just a different more hill.
Yeah.
It's hilly as fuck.
We do not need to return here, Yvonne. We need to move. We will need to stop in your neighborhood and then proceed to the false Justine's offices.
Justine's offices, by the way, are around here.
Oh, that's real convenient. That's not a bad journey for us at all.
But she helps the lower income kids.
I tried writing Justine one-handed and wrote Judy.
That's her new name. Fake Justine is Judy.
She isn't a judge.
At least she's not a Jody.
Sorry, I had to go put Kitten out.
Yeah.
Eddie is asking if anybody would like to come over afterwards.
Eddie has also deafened himself, so we'll
Yeah.
not be able to hear a response.
Suck it, Eddie.
Yeah. He could be listening in on the stream though. Who knows?
That'd be weird.
He's still at work, Scout.
True, but if he's
He
got
said he was
headphones on
Having
the phone,
Discord and also Twitch open on a phone? No way.
fair enough. You might have a nice modern phone that can do both.
I actually have a phone that can do both.
Yeah.
Get you a girl that does both.
Get you a girl that does use some Discord and some Twitch.
But yes,
Get you a girl that twitches your Discord.
No, that sounds actually like something you got at the hospital afterwards when you have an unsuccessful sexual encounter. Fucking, I don't know, I just laid down too quickly or something. I really twitched my Discord.
oh man.
Yeah. I have to take painkillers now to sit down on the lay.
Man, I hit that girl last week. Man, she gave me a twitchy Discord.
Oh no, that just sounds...
We're gonna continue.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue on to Justine's office.
Yeah, I'll give Changeling Justine Fake Steed's phone.
She will pocket it.
Yeah, because I suspect
before
if
I
we're
go-
caught quote unquote breaking in and we've also got her stolen missing phone, that's gonna be not a good idea right there. And also, if the police suddenly call, I don't want the police to try and call the owner of the office we're breaking into and that phone then to go off in my pocket.
Okay, I understand. Everybody silence your phones for Mission Impossible time.
Yeah, treat this as going to see a movie.
I can't sneak that many snacks in with me.
I mean, you can.
Ivan's a big dude.
So
Wear a
yeah,
trench coat. Fill your pockets.
Is that why you're
Fill
wearing a
the
trench
inside
coat?
pocket. I got snacks all over this bitch.
She's a girl. We have
See, I'll pull out a
purses.
cookie.
We can fit so many snacks in our purses. It's like the only reason to carry one.
I'm getting an echo coming through on DCL's end.
really?
Yeah, for some reason it was picking up double
Echo.
voices. Yeah.
Echo. Wah.
That's weird.
Wah.
God damn it! What the
Cookies
fuck?
just taste so good.
Give me a second.
Waluigi. Aw.
I'm now reminded of my favorite of the one of the old Mario parties. You could just mash taunts, and if you had Waluigi, his taunt was "You're lousy." Just spam the fuck out of it.
You're lousy.
Exactly
Alright.
like that.
Should be better.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't see
Yep,
any
it's
echo.
better. So let's press on.
Just T officers.
Well, yeah, rock and roll. I was gonna say, if we get caught and then Justine's phone gets called, like changeling Justine can in fact answer the phone and pretend to be herself, which is, yeah, well, yeah.
It is a thing that could happen.
You know, Jessie's left her purse in the car. She did have a bag full of snacks.
So, on the way to Justine's office, do we have time to stop at the dry cleaners and then in Yvonne's neighborhood to get me a scarf of an appropriate color and a shirt?
Figured it wouldn't be that much time. I mean, at most they're a few miles away, right?
That's why I'm asking third.
If you guys want to stop,
Let's just stop.
Can we stop
would
the rock?
DCL have like a shirt of what's his faces
So
or
one
something?
of the things that the neighborhood gets involved in is donating clothes that they grow out of to Goodwill and for reuse. So there just happened to be a stack of clothes that they were about to donate, and one of those sacks is Trevor's.
Makes sense. Okay.
Because when he was going off to college, or when we thought he was going off to college, everybody got together and bought him some new fresh clothes, so he wouldn't be the one kid with a weird lanky ghetto clothing on.
Yeah,
It didn't fit him.
that's pretty cool. I'm sure if, I don't know, some people don't pick up their stuff at the dry cleaners, some articles could magically find their way over to you to distribute, because, you know, like fancy stupid rich people give me clothes all the time and don't come back for them.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it. My home is between the safe house and the dry cleaners. I can
You
just
would have a
stop
blue
there
scarf.
and get a blue scarf.
All right, so we got our plan. We got our roadmap.
Yeah. So we go from the safe house
We're
to
on the
Laura's
trail.
place, and then we'll do a round trip to Yvonne's neighborhood, and then close in on Justine's office. That shouldn't take us longer than, what, like 45 minutes?
If everything goes right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
If everything goes and does not explode into fire.
Say, Yvonne,
Hmm?
you say you're working in like a low-income neighborhood and all that stuff. How long have you been doing that?
Couple of years now. At least 3, I think 5.
How does that come about
No,
then?
longer term than that. Like, let's say 10. Let's say 10.
Okay, how does that come about then? Like, if you're a werewolf or something, do you eat like gangers and stuff?
I mean, I can,
Justine
but
laughed.
but it's not something you want to get known for.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can't imagine eating people.
No, I mean that
Works
would.
for a good time in any situation.
I mean, some people
Look,
can enjoy just like a little bit of eating.
Look, I'm real good at violence, and sometimes you gotta knock some heads around before they get to the point. But usually, murdering just creates more problems than it helps. You should have seen me the first time I came into the city. Real bad gang coming on called the man. Now I had to come up with a gang name.
The fresh
Somebody help
The
meat.
me.
slow-mos.
The show
The slow-mos!
the slow.
Oh, there are gangs already.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this
no,
would be
no.
one that got
This is
quote
old
unquote
gangs, though.
removed.
Oh,
Yeah. There was an old gang that was terrorizing the neighborhood. I figured the best way to deal with it was just to be direct. I tried to give him a chance, and he decided to make it real violent. Let's just say it ended up with him being the one having no time to regret his choices. I thought I'd solve the problem, but all that happened was that the New Haven Rippers became a gang in the power vacuum.
That's how the Rippers happened. Huh. Go
Yep,
fig.
that's how the Rippers happened. They were even worse and nastier than the last gang. So ever since then, I've tried to temper my approach.
Fair enough. I would hate to see the assholes that move in after the Rippers.
I'm trying to help the neighborhood just get better. That's the best way to get rid of the gangs and all the drugs and violence. Services, donations, community events, everything I can. But unfortunately, I'm fighting an uphill battle.
Fair enough. The Neo KKK. No, I don't suspect they would last long. Like, you know what? I'll take my kill. I can put a holster
Yeah,
on my killing
yeah,
rules for a
I'm
moment.
I'm not gonna lie, if we're talking about a neo KKK coming to my gang, I don't think I'm gonna have much hesitation.
No, I don't feel like the moral
That's
quandary
okay.
is quite so explicit in such a case. Fair enough.
As much as I would like violence to be the answer, sometimes it just isn't.
Yeah, do we make it eventually to Justine's office block area? Is it a block or is it like a one-story office thing?
well, first you stop at your places,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and
As you do.
eat, and you.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to go in when Laura goes to get her one of her scarves from her scarf collection and see if there's any more evidence that she's a freaky alien.
Does anybody follow Laura home? Like that's the question. Or does everybody follow Laura home?
I thought we were convoying from Laura's
Yeah.
to Yvonne's to the office.
Yeah, I thought we were convoying. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, this is a question. Do you get out of your car as well?
Yeah, I'll at least do so in order to have a smoke, but then I will stub that out when you're moving up to the door and make to follow.
Sure.
I'll also go ahead.
I'll come inside.
Everybody wants to see
Yeah,
where
everyone
the-
wants to see Laura's place. I'm sure this is a
Like,
nice place. It's
What
big.
are you, you weirdo?
What?
Trying to find clues.
Well, no, I mean, obviously
look-
the pretense is that I want to see what the fuck Laura's house is like, but if I happen to see evidence that we are not alone, quote unquote, then yeah, sure, that would help.
Just see a picture of the aliens guy on her bedroom or
Public enemy.
public
He's on a
enemy.
he's on a watch list because he knows too much.
She's got a wall full of X-Files posters, and then she.
Does you realize?
doesn't
Wait a
know-
second, is that CJ?
Yeah.
So,
Signed by
what?
David Duchovny himself.
It's a fairly decent second-story apartment. A few rooms. hall lead into a little sitting dining room area. It's nothing particularly incriminating there, other than a couple of crucifixes hung on the walls. All the right way up. No Paulian crosses.
What kind of crosses though are they? Are they classic Jesus on the cross crosses or just empty crosses?
Proper crucifixes, yes.
I'll be damned. I'll pause and go, I always wondered why they gave him abs.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one in Korea?
Korean Jesus? I can't say I
Well,
have.
there's like these Koreans somewhere over there built this Jesus cross where he just looks like full-on bodybuilder, bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah,
It's great.
that was in 21 Jump Street.
Hey, man, Jesus was a
This
carpenter,
statue
the
of
Son
Jesus
God.
Christ can give
It's obviously-
Dangars Amir Khan a run for his money. Oh my god, he's ripped!
Jesus was a carpenter, the Son of God. Of course he was jacked.
Yep.
Holy shit, he's so big!
The one time Jesus was a Street Fighter character.
Yeah, he actually has an assist trophy alongside G.
I have cola and iced tea in the fridge. Help yourselves.
Oh, cheers. Have you got any, I hate to be a pain, have you got any coffee? It's been a long day.
Yes, that cabinet. It should still have coffee. I do not drink it myself. I prefer chamomile.
Fair enough. So I tried chamomile for a kick, deal with the insomnia kind of thing, but it didn't work, and now I just can't stomach it anymore.
I prefer Earl Grey.
Well, next time I have you over, CJ, I shall have some ready for you.
Nice. Be all fancy with tea and stuff.
Honestly, I just want to see what you're trying to pull off with the scarf and the map.
We shall see when we get there. But yes, we scarf. And as Laura ducks into her bedroom,
You say a man
now would
tied
probably
down to
be
her.
a good time for people to roll perception.
Dope.
See a wall in there.
See what kind of people she has chained up in her bedroom.
Yeah.
What is it? Wits composure?
Nice!
Oh, not even a single success.
What's the modifiers?
Mine is wolf senses.
What the shitting fuck shit?
That
Okay, CJ. Apparently, you were just fucking on it.
that is
CJ
fucking
is seeing the
hot fire.
light.
Alright, so, yeah. While the door is open for a few seconds, Jesse would just see there's a cork board over Laura's bed with a couple of articles pinned to it. CJ with his magic eyes, yeah, those articles are all relating to demonic possessions and sightings of angels, and
Ooh.
some of them have in detective things.
You got
where
pinballs
they've
and
got,
strings?
yeah, the strings connecting them.
Ah.
Anyone that actually mentions Satan is connected to each other by strings.
Hmm.
Huh. CG will do that like whistly thing that I can't do. The like.
Then Laurel dug back out with a scarf tied around her neck.
Oh, it's a nice scarf.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's cashmere. Yeah, feel it.
Oh, trust me, I feel cashmere all day. Like, I have handled something so fine you could think it was like angel skin.
That is less fine than you would think.
Oh. Wait a sec. So not an alien.
Wait, are you implying that you're an angel?
No,
No.
they're just that she knows them. You met Mr. Jesus, right?
No, I guess that's fair.
Feel the angels.
Indeed I did. I have
Even the
grown to
not so
suspect he was
nice
not,
ones.
in fact, Jesus. There is a great variety, I have found, in stories of angels. Some, indeed, their skin would be fine, others... Yeah. Have you heard of Seraphim?
Yes. I have in fact read a Bible. A couple times.
Are those the ones that are just like bundles of wings and eyes? I read a book with that one.
Bundles of fire and eyes.
Duh.
To touch them would be to be incinerated.
Well, that sounds less cool, unless you can or cannot go touching them.
It's like in that book, Swiftly Tilting Planet.
Don't know that one.
Don't know that one.
It's like, what was that? Wrinkle in Time.
Didn't see that one.
Oh,
Head shake. Sorry, I basically just read like comics these days.
it's got this angel in it. He's like a bunch of wings and eyeballs.
That is a throne.
Fair enough.
Different mythologies paint thrones and seraphs as greater and lesser. It is most irksome to determine their true relationship.
So are you holy then, even if you aren't an angely person? You like some kind of super level priest? Because I've met some super level
You're
priests.
like the opposite?
You have
Holy?
asked many times, would you truly wish to know what I am?
If it makes you
I want to know.
I mean, if it makes you that uncomfortable to say so, then I'm obviously not going to push you on it, because I quite plainly keep a number of secrets about myself that I genuinely feel would be quite awkward to divulge. That said, I am curious.
Oh, if Justine were here.
I am that I am. And let that be the final word on it.
Alright then. I'll like nod conspiratorially with Itch.
In time your curiosity may be rewarded, but you shall know me by my deeds.
Well, fair enough. I mean, I would like to think I know you by you previously, even if the you now for some reason has ditched contractions.
Clarity of communication translates to clarity of purpose.
Fair enough. Also, thank you for the coffee. And I'll just rinse out the empty mug.
It's alright. How much is left? Do I need to replace it?
Nah, there's still like half a bag.
Jesse just like poured out the beans into the mug and just was chewing them.
A cuppa.
Nom 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 nom. Yeah, what you see is I like my coffee so tough that the spoon stands up in it, and if that means the coffee has to be solid, then so be it.
A jamocha latte, frozen chalupa. Whatever.
I would not want a chalupa coffee. You know what a chalupa is?
Some kind of taco.
It's a chalupa with refried coffee beans in it.
Yeah. Easy on the
Oh,
brown.
God, I wonder if anybody has tried that.
What, refried coffee beans?
Like just like cooking coffee beans as like baked bean type things. you
Oh,
know?
I've not had them as baked beans, but I've had cooked coffee beans plenty as food. They're nice, they go crispy and taste a lot like coffee. And they're even better if you cook the coffee beans and then dip them in dark chocolate and freeze them.
So a coffee bean chalupa might not be that fun.
It wouldn't be turbo far-fetched, but it wouldn't be pleasant because it's very bitter compared to like salsa and guac and chili and mince.
That's why you have the chili with cheese on top.
Of course.
If chili powder, Jaeger shot.
Ugh. Ugh. A chili Jaeger. Almost as threatening as vodka.
Learned about out of character. I just learned about this shot today called the tapeworm. It's where you take vodka, stick Tabasco sauce in it, black pepper, and a shot of
fucking
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
You watched that?
I did watch that.
Oh my god, those things are disgusting. Irish people try the world's most disgusting shots.
Disgusting shots.
That's really rough.
It has one of my favorite lines in it. Why would you ruin alcohol? We're Irish. It's all we have. That's a good episode. I will link it in her chat in case anybody is curious as to what we're talking about.
I just looked up vodka again because I remember it being right, and one of the adverts for it is "Life is too short to drink anything else. Ask for vodka." Like, life gets really short if all you do to ask for drink is vodka.
So,
Dropping this. I'll drop it in voice chat text.
Oh.
Kind of voice chatty.
Ugh. You know, I know that there's some rough ones out there. I'll have to see if there's any that I recognize.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yeah. If people are already taking, like, we've got a number of car convoys, does Laura want to leave her car here and then just shack up in an extra one of these so that we're traveling with less vehicles?
An agreeable proposition.
Cool. There's still space in the van. There's little
It's pretty spacious.
Yeah, there's little pull down seats in the back.
Hmm.
So everybody's just in the van now. I
van.
imagine Yvonne had to take one of your cars.
Yeah, I imagine he probably has had to shack up in the van. It's pretty big. If anyone likes to, if they're in the back of the van, they can do a wits composure and see if they can see anything cool.
Sure.
Find a brick of pot.
Wait, are we wits composuring for the back of the van?
Yeah.
Wording of this.
The word.
Whoever's riding shotgun can't.
No, indeed, and I believe before that was CJ.
So,
I assumed I was riding in the back.
Oh, you were in the back? Fuck yeah, make the check anyway then. I guess it was Mandy and shotgun. Like, it is undoubtedly... Oh, well, you know, you're thinking about other shit. Undoubtedly, like, it is
Too busy talking with Mandy.
Yeah, it is a like a plain white panel van, but you can see like the insides of like the walls of this thing have got an extra like a bar prop to them. It's not armored, but like the inside is reinforced. It's almost roll cagey, and it's been set up with a number of seats.
Is there anything I need to roll a Clash of Wills on to see?
Roll me a d10. I'll see if anyone left anything weird in my van. Nah, there's like mundane hiding places. You can see like in between where there would be two wheel wells, is a like little combination padlock thing. There otherwise appears to be like a large number of cleaning supplies, but not for dry cleaning. These look more like the kind of cleaning that you order in for the beginning of John Wick 2. But it is otherwise quite meticulous, and it doesn't smell very, very bleachy, and that's because it turns out that the product that you use to get like blood out of stuff is it's organic instead. It's biochemical, I believe, and it's supposed to be quite sugary. Basically, it breaks down the bonds between the blood and like the surfaces that it's stuck to, so you can slick it away. So it's probably not very bleachy in the back, despite looking like it should smell like that. I think it was what, Mythbusters cleaning an ambulance? I don't remember. Regardless, yeah, there is a rather extreme collection of such cleaning objects and a mysterious padlock built into the floor.
I'm gonna be polite, not try to pick it.
Yeah. Otherwise, probably the ride gets a little bit bumpier now with more people in it. Yeah. You know, like Yvonne gets into any vehicle and it rides a bit lower, but this thing is this baby slap side of van can take so many bodies.
Baby can fit so many loops, brother.
Oh, so
I'll
many
be right
loops,
back
brother.
to the bathroom.
Sure. This baby right here can fit so many loops.
Give me some loops, brother.
I'm just reminded now of the moth that says, "Can I have lump, brother?"
Fucking moth memes.
Again, they're adorable.
I don't know why they've happened, but I am so glad that they have.
After Bongo Cat and Bowsette blew up in rapid succession, Moth was just like a slow burn.
It's been a very gentle burn, yes.
It is
Unlike all of the
mild
actual
meme.
moths.
No, they burn real quick.
Angry moth noise. Alright, so
We vroom up to Yvonne's neighborhood. Unless DCL himself is briefly
you guys can
okay.
control your... Good. I was worried about that when I set them to drawing.
Yeah, we. Hey, I was moving mine.
I was also moving everybody else.
And I saw Jesse and Yvonne were already moved, and then me and CJ were left. So I started moving myself, and then you started moving me at the same time, and it got awkward.
I moved me. No one moves me but me. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Moving.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
Get out the way.
Move.
How does that meme song go? Uh, I'm not a cat, I'm a cow. Ooh.
I don't know what you mean.
Same.
The
Oh,
closest
wait, I
I
know
can
what you
think
mean.
of is Beep Beep I'm a Sheep.
Yeah, okay. No, there's the singer who is just fucking awful, but they do a song dressed as a cow and she has big breasts.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
That was
Bitch,
it.
I'm a cow.
Yeah. It
I'm
was
not a
just,
cat.
it was
I don't say
just,
meow.
it's just awful.
Mm. Indeed.
So we'll wait for Yvonne to get back so he can explain to us his house. Or wherever
Yeah.
he took you guys. Community center. Good old Luke Cage.
Good old Luke Cage. His name is Luke Cage, brother.
Luke Cage like slapping Harlem. This bad boy can fit
But
so much crime in it.
this bad boy can fit so much crime. There's so many crime. His name is Ivan, brother. It's gotten to the point now I have learned the alt code for the umlauted small o. It is 0246.
Oh my. Roll20 actually supports that.
I mean, everything supports alt codes if it's got a text box.
That's just patently untrue.
Alright, I'm back.
For the most part it is, because I use it for M dashes, aka alt 0151. The M dash.
Everything set up with HTML compatibility
Well,
has
what's
that,
the code
but
for M
not
dash?
all text boxes do that.
0151.
And willkommen zurück, DCL.
How about an N dash? You know that one?
No, can't say that I do. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Alright, DCL.
Oh god.
Yes.
Where do you
Hit my
take
back button.
everybody?
Yeah, we're up to
We're
your
like-
neighborhood now.
Take them to
Okay.
your house or you'd like a community center or something like that?
Like, I guess the neighborhood's community center is kind of my big ass house. So, yeah.
Do you have like a
Yvonne,
loft room?
when Yvonne takes you all up, it's a little dilapidated out looking in front. It's like an old style, like, I don't want to say plantation. It's like definitely an old style like mansion.
I really don't want to
Plantation
say
house.
plantation.
Yeah, but that would be. I'm trying to look for the word. You ever see like in those old
It's a community.
neighborhoods,
I
they
mean,
got
it's a community hall.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's where he lives, and it's big. It's obviously meant for several people. There's already some people hanging around. A lot of people come up to Yvonne, say hello, and he gives them like high fives and hugs and stuff.
Dude, it's
Introduces you
probably
all to a
like
few
quarter to
little-
11 by this point, though. I don't know if you remember
Yeah.
any of the cats.
No, not the kids. It's like people around. Yeah, but they're all like wholesome-looking people, like community workers, people who just hang around the place. But it's not too busy. But we're able to slip inside quick enough, and Yvonne will show you the room, like a back room where he's keeping all the clothes that are meant to go off to be donated.
Sure. Let's see here. As we're passing through, is there anything that my jury rigging could do for your place to make it look a little bit or less clumsy, or maybe you need some lights that are less slightly shit? Because Jesse's looking at a place and suddenly sees a fixer-upper and her hands are getting itchy.
I mean, to be fair, we've kept rather good care of the place. I've been here for a while, so we've already done most of the fixing and upping. But if you have if you're like a master at craftsmanship, then yeah, there's certainly things you can improve. But if it's just like normal level people skills,
No, I've got a specialization for jury rigging stuff together, so it's like, if there's anything that doesn't work, you know, when someone's like, oh, the electrics on this is just fucked, like, I'll make it work. It may be a bit janky, but I can make anything work.
Everything works, so it's more
Okay.
decoration right now.
Yeah, no, not my jam then.
Yeah.
I could probably make everything work, but I prefer making things stop working.
I mean, I can do that too if I'm not concentrating. I can make anything stop working if I'm not concentrating.
So this is the community centre, right? What's your receptionist lady like? I'm assuming it's a lady, it might be a dude.
She's not in right now.
Yeah, it's
This
well after midnight.
Yeah, these are the closed hours, so most of the people here are other people who hang out here to have a safe place to talk with friends, or people like Yvonne who actually lives here.
You should have someone for overnight. A neighborhood's troubles do not stop with dusk.
I mean, of course I know that, but people know better than to come over and mess with the community center. That's all I'll say.
They may know better than to mess with it, but if you had someone attending your front desk at night, then those who are in need and cannot come during the day for reasons of their college or their family, they may find accessing your resources easier.
Trust me, if anybody needs anything from me at night, I'm always here, and I'll just know when they're coming.
I suppose your instincts to hunt them down and tear out their throat would help with that.
Whoa, I don't do that to just anyone. You gotta be a pretty bad guy before I even start considering that.
Besides,
Like I
didn't
said,
you say you focus on like ghosts and stuff?
Yeah, if we want to talk about what I hunt, quote unquote, most of the time it's spirits riding in people's bodies. Real bad case, but I try not to get a lot of those around here.
A wolf is a wolf.
So I didn't
Wolf's
get,
gotta-
like, why are werewolves spirity people? I figured it would be more like Werewolf in London Werewolf and go around werewolf in the
Yeah,
dark.
like with ghosts.
Well, I don't fully understand it so far, but as far as I can tell, every tribe's got its own thing that it likes to hunt. Some people like to hunt spirits. Some even hunt humans. One of them even hunts other werewolves. For some reason, the storms or the storm lords like to hunt spirits who have taken over flesh.
I mean,
Fascinating.
Can't say I don't disagree with them. Once a spirit takes over the body, there's little much you can do about it besides just kill the body. Spirits are
Damn.
meant to stay in the spirit world.
Spirit world?
Oh yeah, the gauntlet.
Pass the gauntlet.
What?
I mean,
Past
that
the
sounds
shit.
pretty metal.
Gauntlet sounds like the name of a rock band.
I'll explain to you all the weird spirit mumble jumble later. Just know that I like to take a preventative measure from hunting rather than letting things grow wild and then trying to hunt them down later.
Is anyone else around here a werewolf? I like sniff. Anyone else smell wolfy?
Nah, I would have smelled you guys by now if that was the case.
Well, I mean, maybe you
I'm
don't
not a
like
wolf.
randomly out. No, I meant of the people in this building, this community center. Are there any other werewolves around? Like, I give the place a sniff, not like, oh, my friends also secretly actually stay werewolves.
I assume Yvonne spends a lot of time here,
Yeah.
so the predominant scent you get is Yvonne.
Hmm.
Since you already know his scent, it
Yeah.
sticks out.
It smells like delicious home cooking.
I'm
Game.
going to use my supernatural awareness. try to get a feel for any supernatural qualities of a given area.
Yvonne's kept things really low key, so honestly, he's got nothing really magical here. He's like the most magical thing in the neighborhood, except for the spirits.
Oh yeah, but that's the wording of the power. So, a hospital room normally doesn't have any magic happening in it, but it registers to me with a sense of pain and loss from all the people who died during surgery.
Oof.
Ah, so this place will smell to you like weed and broken dreams.
And wet dog.
Wet dog. And my good friend, Pete Boggs. Pete
Supernatural
Bog.
qualities. Uh, hard to say. Like, it gets enough foot traffic. It's hard to pinpoint any one thing down. Despair and hope would
Ah,
probably be like the most
disproper.
resonant.
Struggle to
emotion.
survive in the hood.
But I just want to grow up and be a dancer.
You have done good work in this place, Yvonne.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's still a lot more good work that needs to be done. But that can wait till later. Right now, I'll walk over to Lalu and give her one of the shirts. We need to start making things better by finding one of our missing boys.
This is Trevor's.
Turns out Eddie's also a magic goon.
Yeah, the
this is
moment that
one of
you started
Trevor's old-
speaking of the gauntlet, Yvonne,
What?
Eddie goes, the gauntlet's a barrier that separates the body of the spirit from the material, whose power can wax and wane as time goes on in some locations. At which point, I imagine it's Jessica's tend to do the slow head tilt and turn at him like, what the fuck is this guy? Really?
What flavor of alien
What flavor
are
of
you?
alien monster are you?
But yeah, this was Trevor's shirt. We just got him new clothes before we sent him off to college. Should have seen the smile on his face when he was going. Said it was gonna make us all proud.
Well, let us hope I can find him.
I'm sure we'll manage.
They're
Why are you
both
squinting at me?
each other.
I'm confused.
I'm wondering
Why
if
am I
you've got like a
confused?
tribe of secret wolves I can't smell.
I mean, I had an old clan, but we parted due to differences.
Ah, fair enough.
Differences?
I wanted to make the neighborhood a better place. They didn't.
Ah.
Jesse,
Yeah,
you've been sniffing around. Make a wit.
sure. No, no luck.
Potency divided by 2.
That's the
Oh, okay.
the one mod, because you're actually able to name the mods in those short cards.
Neat. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend a willpower.
Okay, sure. All right.
I always gotta try and tempt you guys into willpower.
All right.
For goodness sake, Scout.
Oh, okay. 2 successes.
You don't get a whiff of werewolf. You do get a whiff of vampire.
Oh, okay. Anyone I might recognize or would recognize me?
Uh,
I mean, it's unlikely I'm going to bother them or fuck with them in any way at all,
Right.
even a little bit, but I do go down to the Elysium and I do clean a lot of bloody clothes.
What covenants is your?
Carthian.
Yeah, you recognize someone. You never really spoken to them. That they definitely have like a hobo look to them. They're not Nosferatu. They're like a gangrel,
Right.
but they're Carthian, and you've seen them around. And
Fair
they're
enough.
here in the community center, chatting with some of the other people.
Yep, I won't say anything or point them out at all. Always good to know, though, that there's a Carthian in a location where a friend is. That'll probably help.
Probably preying on the people there. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but that's nothing to do with me. Presumably they don't have a record for killing people around here, right? They're generally a bloodless group.
Not that you know of.
Fair enough. Well, no, wait, I would know. I'm a cleaner.
Dun-dun-dun.
I have to clean up when people make mistakes. I would argue that I do quite know when I have to make oopsies disappear.
You know when you're contacted. You might not be contacted every time.
True, but at the very least, I'd be in a position to know. If I've never come across having to clean up here, then yeah, no, I'm not going to worry about them. Go ahead.
Some
enjoy.
vampires clean up their own messes. They don't want that getting out.
Yeah.
Who knows? And one more person knowing about your mistake is one more witness.
Very true.
I'm confused. What just happened?
Oh, no, they were just talking about dead people.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. What now?
To the office?
Back to the office.
Okay. Finally get around to going to just offices.
Yeah. It's nice to get to see the little glimpses of each other's lives again.
I think on the way from here to the office, Yvonne,
Mm-hmm.
werewolf that you are, do you still believe in God?
Is that a question?
Yes,
like a
that is
legitimate
why
question?
I phrased it as a question.
Yvonne points to like I probably should have mentioned this, but Yvonne's got like a big cross on the way entering in. Raised a good church boy, I'll die a good church boy.
Amen, brother.
Just because werewolves exist doesn't mean the Bible didn't happen. If anything, it just lends credence.
Yvonne has a black Jesus on the wall. No, he has Korean Jesus on the wall.
Explain how
Uh,
your race lends credence to the tales of Yeshua Christos.
Well, I don't know. If spirits exist and werewolves exist, then chances are all the other crazy stuff the Bible talks about is also true, not just metaphorical stories. Haven't exactly been able to find anybody who can tell me God doesn't exist. At least not in the same breath they can without dismissing all the other magical stuff that I've experienced.
Oh. That's the Christian God still?
Yeah?
That's-
Why?
Well, where in Genesis does it say that man laid with wolf and produced werewolf?
I don't know. Probably in the same part where it describes how changelings came about the world.
You would also
So-
know, DCL, according to your mythology, man didn't sleep with wolf and create werewolf.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different origin.
Huh.
Also, that's not exactly how werewolves started. At least not the way we tell it.
No, because I've seen a lot of pornography that says to the latter.
I mean, look, if we're gonna start talking smut here,
Oh no!
I would like to
That's
have that
the
conversation not within
No,
my
no.
Christian halls.
That's fair.
I would hear how you tell it of your origins.
Me too. This is all super interesting.
God damn it, I don't remember that. Guys, I'm not used to this splat completely.
In fact, I mean, to be fair, Yvonne could just be like, I don't remember how the story's meant to go.
Yeah.
It's totally fair for you to also not know that
I
shit
was
properly. You
paying
ditched your drive.
attention more to the
I was paying attention more to trying to protect the neighborhood rather than how exactly we all came about. I mean, sure, there were a few werewolves who talked about it. Stormlords specifically were really up their own ass
There's-
about trying to follow the example of the Wolf Father. But
character. There's
Hmm?
probably a lot of Kahaliths who know all that shit,
yeah.
but I ain't got time for that.
Point is, I haven't exactly done any real research to it, but it hasn't really shaken my faith at all.
Just need Yvonne to take everybody to meet the Alpha Pack, and they'll explain it.
I mean, I guess if you're really that curious, though. Fair warning, they're all really grumpy.
Oh boy.
Are they all like, secret society, don't tell random people all of this shit kind of guys that might be kind of annoyed?
Bad times.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely be pissed at me.
Oh, okay. I feel like I should stop asking stuff, especially since you keep saying it. And I'm like, you know what? This could be getting you further and further in trouble.
Why would any of them have any concern with revelation?
I mean, it's part of the rules. I don't think they care about the particularly care for the mystical community or whatever the terminology is supposed to be. But one of the big rules is killing people who witness a werewolf transformation if they're human.
Hmm.
It's a good thing like 90% of us seem to be alien space monsters.
Yeah, I'm still
Pretty
trying to
sure the
figure out
rest
what you
can
all are.
fake it.
90%. 90% includes you, CJ.
I mean, yeah, but I don't exactly follow the rules all that
CJ, I'll
well.
start doing finger math.
I'd question who the fucking 10% is in a group of 6 people.
Itch, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Even it isn't
CJ.
normal.
Listen,
CJ's
He's
too
a
big.
allow me to direct you to Itch's character concept. Totally legitimate ferret.
Listen, the point is I'm not going to be eating or trying to kill anybody or knowing my secrets. Besides, all of you seem to be supernatural some sort as well.
The 10% is CJ's 2 missing fingers.
Oh right, that's why your finger math is so terrible. I should have guessed. But yeah, you're interrupted by the sounds of Five Finger Death Punch's first album being clicked on.
Wow.
5-finger punch.
Only on the holidays.
And yes,
Is that
Yvonne.
how you celebrate holidays?
But yeah,
Yes.
Yes, one of your laws is the herd must not know.
yeah, the herd must not know. Not allowed to tell people. Secretly, I think it's because they're worried about the humans coming in and trying to gun us all down.
Nubath Githur.
I figured that they would be more afraid that furries would turn up asking to get bit.
Wolves are pretty capable in a fight, but even we can be stopped by a nuclear missile.
I don't think they'd nuke you.
I'm
Is
just.
this in character or out of character?
That was in
I'm
character.
suddenly confused.
Yeah, that was in
That was in
character.
character.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if they were all in one place.
Okay, not nukes per se, but heavy machine gun fire. There's things that can hurt us. The
Mm.
A
humans aren't as weak.
helicopter,
The humans aren't
a
as weak,
car
and
crash.
the humans on humanity en masse is not as weak as we like to pretend they are.
You have no idea, Yvonne, of what humanity en masse can do.
And I suppose the point is we're not supposed to find out, as I eye you suspiciously.
Alright, ladies, we're nearly here.
Oof.
Yeah. Guess I'll fucking pull up on the side of this street with, like, literally next to the office. There's no point being totally silly about it. My van's unremarkable.
Fair enough.
We'll step out, grab the half buttered cigarette from last time, and then finish that off before we go inside.
All right. It is a multi-floor office building.
Sure. We know what her room number is, though, yeah, for the office.
Yes. It is on the 5th floor.
Awesome. Alright, so we've got a few floors to go through. Is there a locked front door?
There is.
Cool. So do you
So Bob-
any of you guys have anything magical that you can do about like cameras watching and that kind of shit?
No.
I can throw a rock at them.
I mean, honestly, not a terrible idea.
Cameras.
But I can get through locks.
Cool.
I've acquired some skills.
Flora, do you
Perks
ever
of
need
being a YouTuber.
spooky holy magic for cameras and stuff? Eddie, perhaps? Anything you have in the ways of spooky camera magic?
Oh, did that link not work?
No, it just took time to load in.
Okay.
If I knew where the security office was, then yes, I could go ahead and deal with them, but no.
Well, one moment.
Deal with them.
Deal with them. I'm gonna text quote unquote real Justine and ask if she can figure out what room the security is in. I'm a grown up and I am unafraid of asking.
She will text back saying she has not been there. She does not know.
She's got other Justine's phone. Can she like check and see if she's got any kind of emails from like the security department or anything like that? And also, she's face to face with fake Justine.
She will not respond for a little while.
Well, in the meantime, let's continue as we go along, and presumably the building will be inside there somewhere. And Justine will come back with the room number.
Avert. Well, if Justine has no answer, then avert your gazes.
I wonder, would I have been at her office before, real quick?
You
Nah.
didn't know she existed by
Okay.
this point. Well, here in this
Oh
place.
yeah, that's a good point. I forgot.
Her like the company she works for has worked with your like
Yeah, you're right.
community
Right.
center. You just not.
I would not know.
I shall send a text message when I locate the security office. May take some time. I shall have to do this manually.
Okay.
Okay.
I will avert my
Avert
gaze.
your gazes.
I will slowly avert my gaze.
CJ reluctantly turn around. as will Mandy. Mandy less reluctantly.
I invoke the powers of Saint Timothy. Turn into shadow.
Turn into shadows.
I am going to take one of the powers of my revelatory form. Pass without trace. So, is anyone trying to sneak glimpses? Because this is going to be a thing now.
You said not to look, so I'm not looking.
Yeah, it's just
Roll.
if you are looking, then I need to discuss how revelation works.
Wait.
You know what? I'm gonna make a
Everyone-
will. I'm gonna make a test to resist the urge.
Everyone
Same.
make resolve composure.
Oh, so you mean there's no way I do not resist looking.
But you're also a good Christian boy, right?
I'm
I
fine.
mean, you have great fucking resolve composure. You
I do too, but I want to fluff this so bad. Damn it.
I mean, it's just to resist against your will. If your will is that you,
I mean,
look
if you
any-
really want to take a look, you can take a look.
I'm probably gonna sneak a peek. Yeah.
Same.
It's actually my
What's your
aspiration.
willpower?
My willpower raw. I have 5 total willpower, and I have spent 1.
Yeah, it's your total that I care about.
I have
Five.
7.
Okay, and yeah, is CJ sneaking a peek?
Yes.
Okay,
good
so
Christian, the only one who didn't look.
so when CJ sneaks a peek, he's going to see Laura. Oh, actually, let me just go directly to the page in the rulebook, because revelation is a big deal. Though I think mages are immune to it, ghouls are not. I'm sorry, Scow.
Well, I don't know if that's something to be sorry about. It should
You're
be
gonna
interesting.
go insane.
Oh, okay. I should be
I don't
fine.
know.
It's similar to lunacy, but worse.
Okay.
Demons are weird and fucked up, and they have
Yeah.
all sorts of shenanigans going on.
And the whole thing where it's old ward joined with new ward, it gets really complicated.
Slightly regret offering one, but we'll see how they work out.
In most cases, they're not that bad, and after a couple of times, I'll know how revelation works. It's just
Right. For now, we're learning.
We're learning.
yeah. It also doesn't help that it's really hard to spot the revelation sidebar. So
What, in one of these books? Surely you jest.
No, this is old book.
Is that even harder then?
Yeah.
it's actually a lot easier because they've got all of the special system, all of the rule systems condensed into 2 chapters. It's just because they chose a font for their second headings, but it's almost indistinguishable from the main text of it. You have to know roughly where you're looking to be able to even find it. So, okay, then,
Revelations. Although they possess amazing powers, demons do take a risk in using their abilities too often. The chance of revelation. More faith.
I've got
More like mortals are to see the fallen's true nature.
this is the apocalyptic power bit of it. They are automatically suffering revelations. So it's So
Where did they put that?
I've got it. So both CJ and Jesse have to roll a resolve plus composure plus 3.
Resolve composure plus 3, sorry, was that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
It says Mandy, but that was me.
Yeah. So CJ sees Laura just glow from the inside, a glow that illuminates a shade around her. A shade of a magnificent and beautiful figure. Winged and majestic. Ow. This is where it gets complicated because bloody Jessie is in the in-between section.
Fucking 7 fucking successes. Would it make it easier if I spent willpower to try and succeed even harder?
No, it's your raw willpower that I care about for this initial description.
Oh, okay.
Mortals in between may be either or both, depending on the mortal's preconceptions.
I'm preconceived to believe that you are something divine.
Then yes, similarly you would see a glorious shadow, a reflection of divine intervention and... oh. Mortals whose players succeed in the role are still impressed, but they remain capable of taking rational action, and they will remember some or all of what happened. 3 or more successes, which both of you got, is sufficient to remember exactly what happened, and the mortal will probably never forget it.
Fair enough.
I mean, I've got an eidetic memory. I wouldn't forget it anyway. I'll literally never forget this.
If you roll less than 3 successes, then yeah, you forget it. Your subconscious suppresses it. Because holy fuck, this is proof of divinity. But yeah, having reflexively invoked that part of my apocalyptic form, I'm going to activate phasing. And yeah, fade half in and out of sight at once, and then just walk inside of the wall. So
She's a very bangable ghost.
the description is, the demon can spend 1 temporary faith to transition from corporeal to incorporeal, allowing him to travel through solid objects at half speed. Once he is through the object, he reverts back to his corporeal form. So I'm going to be staying inside of the wall and occasionally sticking my head out to find the security room.
Huh. That's pretty cool, actually. Just don't leave the surface.
Mm-hmm. So, moving at half speed, I am going to try to keep my brief intrusions back out of wall floor space brief and subtle, so let me know when I am able to find the security room. That.
Oh, that was interesting and something. So, CJ, how about that totally mundane lockpicking?
Are we going in?
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Okay.
Can I look now?
Yeah, it's all good. She's already left.
Why not? CJ's going to walk up to the door, like pull out a lock. Wait, is it a lockpick door? Is it a door with a lock?
Oh my god.
What's up?
Is Thud even still here, or did she?
I think she got
AFK?
pulled away for puppos and didn't say anything.
I'll need to know.
Yeah. I might use this moment to fetch a
Because
fresh drink.
if it's a fancy lock, my lie is gonna get a lot less believable.
I regret everything.
Oh, well, no, don't worry. The lie is only in regards to this totally mundane lockpicking he's about to do.
No,
Yeah.
I regret everything. There was an update for Chrome, and I decided to turn it on. Regret. I regret they changed the UI. I hate it.
They did, yeah. I've been putting up with it for a while now because I use Chrome's beta mode because it is a little bit less of a RAM hog.
I hate the change. I hate change.
You don't like that top bar, do you?
No.
Yeah, that's like the only part I don't like.
Same.
Why did I change
The rest is fine.
I
but
didn't
that
know
top
about
bar
this.
is just kind of. I've still got the old top bar on my tablet, and I'm refusing to update it.
Is there a Chrome extension that changes it back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there are Chrome UI extensions that fix that shit. I'm kind of hungry now, but I think it's just because my body is entirely out of whack after taking a midday nap.
Yeah, that's a dirt.
Yeah, fuck it. Alright, I'll be right back to fetch a fresh drink.
Same.
And it certainly was really quiet. Okay, that's why.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
had to go around messing with my fucking new Chrome for a minute, and I was like, wait, it's oddly quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Lily got up to get food, and I got up to get a drink, and also it turns out my roommate made some pasta, so I've nicked some of that too.
guard as well got up for drinks. So.
I'm back.
I keep forgetting that you have a roommate.
How is he, by the way? Hopefully not afflicted with the same shit you are.
What, my roomie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know he's doing dandy. It's just my own crappy body failing me.
But at least means one of you is fit to go out for acquiring nutrients.
Nah. Why would we go out? The nutrients can come to us. So he doesn't go out often, but I'm not so far gone that I wouldn't just tend to my assorted needs and then go out to get stuff.
Huh.
Survive the interim. What is this fucking song?
And yes, Oz, pretty much every lesser splat can be transformed into a greater splat. But as soon as they are, they lose all of their lesser splat powers. Unless they're turned from the lesser splat into the associated greater splat.
For instance,
So,
I
yeah.
would still keep some useful things. My Vitae Hound would change into something very similar. In fact, it would just become marks of unnatural senses, whatever it's called.
And that's just Sanctity of Merits being Sanctity of Merits.
Oh no, it's literally
I-
recorded as that because I've got a thing called Vitae Hound. It basically acts as though I already had Kindred Senses, so it just becomes Kindred Senses of that dot layer.
I was more thinking for, as a ghoul, if you developed a discipline to a high level when you were embraced, you'd still keep that.
Correct. However, I'm
Whereas
pretty
if,
sure you
you know,
can't do
as-
that. My discipline's 1 dot forever.
No, ghouls
No, you can get
increase
up to higher
disciplines.
levels.
That's
It costs like double experience, but you can get them to
It-
as
it
high as
doesn't
you want,
even
as
do
high
that.
as your person's willing to teach you.
ghouls can develop disciplines
shit.
exactly the same as Kindred can. That's in the
was
playing
not-
ghouls rules.
This was left unmuted.
We didn't hear anything.
We heard you all shit, but if you were furiously masturbating, we did not hear that.
Unless that was how what it sounds like when you finish, when you complete. Oh shit!
There's a lot of
Yeah,
shouting
it's
going
good.
on in the background of dogs, so I'm surprised.
No,
Oh,
it
we
didn't actually
didn't
carry
hear
over at
that.
all.
I heard zero dog.
I hear new dog as
No,
well.
at dogs.
Oh,
Oh,
No, didn't hear people either.
I heard zero
Nope.
dog shout.
Surprisingly.
But yeah, Scout, by the VTR main book, ghouls can use most disciplines, including bloodline disciplines, but with some restrictions. And those restrictions are basically they may not learn coils or scales of a dragon, and if they're blood bonded to a kindred, they automatically fail when using a discipline on that kindred. You can learn a discipline up to 5 dots. Your in-clan ones are the same as your sire's.
I'll be damned.
Yep.
You just do not have a great VT pool to pull from.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, it's my
Oh,
BP,
and,
sorry, that's locked at 1. It can't ever go higher than 1.
Yeah, that's locked.
0. Not 1.
Zero.
0. You do not even get to have BP1. Your BP
Oh yeah, I can't.
is
There is no option for selecting 0 in a vamp sheet, so it says that.
Oh yeah. Fair
And
enough.
you could get that. I think you can get the merit that. Wait, no, it's supernatural merits.
But
Can't
there
get
is
the
one
splat
more
protection
restriction that I missed initially. If a discipline power requires the user to spill blood or feed it to someone, ghouls can't use it. They can buy it to get a higher level power, but they can't use it for themselves.
Yeah, no. Luckily, Sunakuse is not BP centric at all.
until someone comes at you with a clash of wills.
Oh yeah, no, then I'm fucked. But luckily, it's a subtle power, so they might, unless I fuck it up, they won't know I did it in the first place. And again, part of why I quite like the fact that Jessie's a lesser splat. She's only useful for as long as her powers are, like, unwitnessed.
It'll be interesting when Jessie becomes a major splat.
Yeah. And
But yeah,
she's used to
you
being a small
going
fish in a
back-
big pond.
You could be almost any of them.
Yeah.
There's still mystery as to what you could do.
Going back to what I was saying to chat, so yeah, if Jessie is turned into a vampire, she keeps her dots of that discipline. But if she's turned into a mage, then that's gone, and that's wasted. Or if she's murdered and her body is possessed by a demon, again, gone, wasted.
That there might be refunding happening there.
I would think
Yeah,
like some kind of
Refunding
sanctity
maybe,
of
but
EXP would carry over.
I wonder if sometimes
but the actual powers would be gone.
True.
I wonder if
That's
sometimes a
definitely true.
demon and a geist fight over a body.
That would be pretty cool.
I think the
But
demon would win.
No, the Geist
What?
would, because technically the Geist grabs onto them while they're still clinging desperately to the mortal coil, where a demon wants a dead body.
Oh,
So
like
do
fight
demons.
over a body.
It's one of those weird things with demons. Someone who is outright dead is dead. Demons can't possess a dead person. But someone who is in those last moments of dying, where the soul has departed but the body is still just ticking on, then a demon can flit in and fix it.
I think
Or
by that
if
point a
someone's
Geist would have already...
soul is dead, the demon can just take the soul out and, take the fully alive body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cheat that way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I imagine a Geist would get first dibs because the spirit is still fighting to stay
Yeah, they'll
attached
like, grab
to their
the
body.
soul to get back.
Yeah. They stitch it together with
Duct
spirit.
tape it back
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, actually, in that case, demons and geists' pools of hosts are entirely different. Geists
Similar.
are going... Well, geists are going after people who want to stay alive. Demons are going after people who really don't care
True,
anymore.
yeah, that's the big difference, I think.
Regardless, we continue on our fantastic adventure. What's the lock on the front of this door?
Yeah, third, what kind of lock is this? Is it like a fancy one or a key lock?
Key lock.
Good.
Keep the alarm alive.
CJ will pull out a set of pristine looking lock picking tools and start fiddling with the door. And I am going to use
You want to use
oh god, one moment, I hit the wrong button.
dexterity larceny?
No. I'm gonna use this.
Mm.
I do not have it as a rote, but roll 4 dicerinos.
Or any mechanical object when you fill its function.
Unlock.
Okay.
And I'm using the lockpicks as a yantra, so I get +1, so I get 5 dice.
I literally just got home.
Hello! Welcome!
Ooh.
Fuck this day in its entirety.
Probably a bit too late to go over your aspirations. So,
Did
try
I
and
miss?
think some up for
Did
next
I
session.
miss the game?
Huh?
No, we're still going. But it's been like 2 hours and a bit since we
I know.
started.
I know.
How do I wait?
Give me one moment while I make my dog stop barking.
Neat.
Okay.
Also, anybody who's looking can probably roll wits composure.
Now, ghouls, do they count as, sleepers?
Yes, sleepwalkers.
Yeah, I'm a sleepwalker.
Do sleepwalkers interfere? Does that increase
No.
your chances of paradox?
No. Anything with a template does not.
Even hunters,
I think
Hunters probably do.
they have a template.
Actually, no,
Hunters are
I
in
think
that
hunters don't.
weird situation of
I
being
think
a
hunters,
template and
like,
also not.
yeah, I think hunters have the like odd, can see like splats and are mostly immune to the like mind.
Mm,
no, you have to be a
Passive
specific
mind-boggling.
type of hunter to be immune to like the
Yeah.
lunacies and the revelations and that shit. They're the ones with
Oh, yeah,
monster
then
parts already jammed in their
They
tank.
No.
probably would cause. Hunters would.
I'm hmm. I'm saying this from the OWOD perspective, because that's where my spot is from. But hunters are the ones that are specifically called out as immune to revelation.
Mm.
So,
It's possible that the only reason that they don't get fucked by paradoxes and all that shit is balance, as opposed to any real good reason. Yeah. I don't fuck your steez up. I've seen people do different types of magic.
It's ghouls and any template that has access to supernatural abilities.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why
a
I thought it
template
was
that
monster
does
part
not.
hunters. I'll give that a go. I'm getting myself
So
a
wolf,
negative one.
wolf-blooded count, but hunters, except for the tier 3, no, they don't have supernatural.
Yeah. So Jesse failed with composure.
Yeah, I gave myself a
Is-
negative for
is-
just being distracted by recent sights.
True.
I already peeped on somebody in the supernatural shower.
Yeah, exactly, and it's now shook me to my atheist core.
Head.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. Does Yvonne want to roll? Is DCL still here?
I'm still here. What am I looking at?
or
If
Eddie.
if you're anything close to watching me pick this lock,
I mean, you tell me not to watch?
no.
I guess what am I rolling again? Sorry.
I'll
Wits
watch when I get
composure.
Wits composure. You said.
Pardon, sorry, Rob?
I'll come up and do whatever roles you want me to when I get a fucking chance to.
Well, DCL sees it like DCL sees CJ is like pretty obviously not actually using the lock picks. Like they're going in, but he's not really doing any. He's just like basically fiddling with it. Like even if you didn't know that how lockpicks were supposed to look, it's probably not this way. He's just like
Huh.
jamming the different things in there and swirling them around.
Huh. That's a thing. I guess. I guess
And the
I won't
door
say
pops
anything.
open.
Weird magic shit. What the fuck?
Ta-da!
Not bad.
Hmm.
Not bad at all. Let's see here. Okay. Let's roll.
We're going in. You want me to stay outside?
What? Why would we want that? Come on in, dude.
All right.
I'm sure it'd only look stranger if you were like watching the door. You are. a big hench dude.
Fair. Actually, yeah. People would look at me going like, "Man, is there a bank robbery or
Yeah,
something?"
like
going on?"
that is someone who is making sure that no one rumbles this robbery.
All right, so I'm following behind.
Fall in. All right. So CJ pops the lock. Gets head in. What was Laura doing?
Looking for the
Oh,
security
I
room.
phased into a wall and I'm looking for the security room where there are cameras and videotapes and so on.
Okay.
To be fair, this is probably where I should reveal myself. To be
Uh,
honest.
Yalu, why don't you roll me a wits composure then?
Sure.
Wits investigation.
Sure. Any modifiers?
You're unfamiliar with the layout, so -1. Still success. Hmm. You do find a security room. Why don't you roll me a chance die?
Sure.
I mean, it's not super the worst.
And I am still sticking inside the wall, just, slightly leaning my head out to look into the rooms.
How long does your power last? Is it like a scene?
Well, the apocalyptic form lasts a scene. The being phased into a wall lasts until I walk out of a wall.
Ah. So you're just cheating it by never walking out a wall. Gotcha.
Yeah, not until I find the wall I want to walk out of, at least.
Yeah, you find the security room. On the second level.
Is there anyone in there?
Yeah. There's a guy, he's got security monitors on one side and looks like he's got a iPad with Netflix on the other side of the room. He seems to be glancing back and forth between them. But he kind of stops and takes a look back at the security cameras. And you can see it's the front room there with CJ seems to be like messing with the lock or something.
Alright, hold on, let me check if I have that. Yeah. If someone wind is enough. No, that would need commander wind. Damn it. Well, this is inconvenient. I don't want to kill the man. And... I am going to use the summon wind evocation to try to just make the door open to the security room. So this is... I'm not going to put in any faith points, so this will just be raw stamina plus survival. So this will manifest in the high torment form.
Is he gonna die?
Nah, he isn't. So the total number of
Ice Mark.
successes determines the strength when summoned. Depending on how wind is used, it can be added as a number of bonus dice to an athletics roll, increase the difficulty of a ranged attack, or used as a dice roll to exert force against an object, such as pushing open a door or knocking a person over. And the high torment. When a monstrous demon summons up a wind, it is tainted with the reek of a charnel house, stinking of death and decay. The demon imposes a stun tilt on those whose stamina is less than the number of successes on the evocation. Does he have stamina 1?
No, he probably has 2.
Then he's not stunned, he's just suddenly struck by a scent of horrible rot
Somebody
as
shat
the
the
door
bed.
flies open.
Oh, poor Officer Chunk.
I mean, this is a much better distraction for him than anything else.
This is where you're just supposed to whack him over the back of the head with a sandbag or like a sock full of batteries.
Having those sure would be nice.
God, those eyes are so fucking unsettling. They really are.
Fucking bloodlines, man.
Still yet to play
It is not aging well,
No.
so the sooner you play it,
it. Get in
I-
before the getting's still good enough.
I liked it when I played it like 3,
Yeah.
I think, years ago. So. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
it's not aging well.
Although actually, he's I've used an evocation in his presence. He is able to roll a wits composure -4 to experience a revelation and notice there is an angel staring out of the wall at him.
Well,
So
he
it's
is
done
overcome by
process.
the stench and the all sorts of distractions. So I'm leveling some penalties. Let's look. Let's find out what an average cop what their stats would be. It's probably going to be in the core book.
It is. There is hard-nosed cop in the core book antagonists section.
Jesus. Bloodlines is 11 years old. It's still going for £15.
You get it on sale, like the Halloween sale's about today.
That's true, yeah.
Give it a couple
Hard-nosed beat
weeks.
cop, wits composure, wits 3, composure 2.
He is not hard nosed, so he's going to have 2 in both. He's just
So he's rolling a chance die.
What penalties do you levy?
-4, because I'm not expending any points of faith, I'm just using an evocation.
You just raw dogging magic and he's just there to see it.
If I had used a point of faith, he would have noticed and, suddenly been converted to Christianity. But no.
I mean, surely seeing you in your full fucking torment form would not.
Yeah, but he has such Yeah, actually, he has such low willpower, most likely. That would have been really bad for him. He would have probably died of a heart attack.
Poor Joe.
Demons are weird.
Yeah,
Demons are incredibly weird.
Yeah.
shit's mad fact.
It's a slight bit of
It's-
regret.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get used to how they work, so...
You got a lot of built-in stuff.
Yeah,
Built-in stuff.
yeah. Like, so long as I have at least one faith, I've got, like, a dozen powers that other splats would have to pay Vitae to activate.
Also, as long as you have your resource, you can do the shit. It's not a matter of if you spend it or not.
Yeah, I can spend it to do some other things, like apocalyptic form. Entering apocalyptic form, I can either roll my permanent faith, or I can just spend one faith to get an automatic success.
Fair enough. Heart attack would be a great cover for just killing him. Well, yeah, but we don't want to just randomly kill this fucking guy.
I don't want to have people randomly die, so don't tell me about it.
Yeah, sweet. So we don't even know that poor Ossifer Chunk just got stunned.
So the door blows open, the stench of death wafts in, and he just like heads over to the trash can and up chucks Burger King.
Ah.
Alright. While he's distracted doing that, can I reach over, sort of phase out and yank the cables out of his computer?
Can you
I'm here.
can you just phase out part of yourself, or is it
I'm-
all or nothing?
One of the things for phasing is it implies it's you can do it only partially because one of the things with it is you can activate phasing to give all attack rolls against you a -2 while still being able to attack people.
So you're what, like just constantly shifting then, like a little bit changeable, semi corporeal.
That's what it implies, but it doesn't state it outright. It's
Why would it ever state that outright?
and eventually they'll get someone who can just give solid yes or no answers in a power.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm here. I'm
Yep.
sorry I'm so late. What exactly are we doing?
Breaking in
in
an
Breaking
office
and entering.
building.
I like how we all just answered that with enthusiasm.
Wonderful.
Thus far, you've not missed anything of major importance. We've just like gone between our houses to pick some stuff up, and then made our way to this office block. At which point we are now breaking in. CJ opened the front door with magic. Yalu turned into a demon and climbed into the walls and fucked off. And now she's spooked out a security guard so that we can get in without being rumbled.
So you want to take out the tape?
No, just yank the cables out
Oh,
from the from his terminal.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say there was no tape. Okay. You can definitely yank out cables then.
Also, fucking on the way in the door, CJ's gonna like wiggle his fingers and pull out a bofa.
Both of these nuts.
If we're doing this, I'm glad I have the chameleon power, so
Well, yeah, I'm just big Yvonne Ray trying to be on his tiptoes, not stepping on anybody. Because let me tell you about my decks.
Don't worry, Yvonne. I'm right here with you, and you know, I just like the reason I was just like I'm gonna text some people for some advice and ask other people to do superpowers because that's not my fucking job.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here for moral support. It's fine.
Spent a willpower and a mana on that.
Cool.
So now we're invisible to cameras. Not that anybody actually knows it.
Oh fuck! You could have done it the whole time.
I could have.
Everyone is, or just you?
Everyone. I used a point for the scene. I did down and dirty spellcasting. So actually, it's me and fucking. God damn it!
Yvonne,
I only have 2 successes.
pick Yvonne, the massive dude with a recognizable
Me and
face.
Yvonne.
Yeah.
I have a power called Chameleon, so yeah,
If you want
that
to,
helps me.
what does it do?
It's it penalizes any and all perception rolls to notice my ass by my wits, which is currently -3.
If you would like to, but the reality is there shouldn't be anyone but that one security guard here.
There is no activation; it's just a passive, so long as I'm standing still.
Oh, okay, standing still. Fair enough. All right, let's go up. We gotta get to the 5th floor. I recommend the stairs.
Wait, what is your power, from? Chameleon?
Mm-hmm.
When stood still, become slightly invisible, like stealth archers in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Stealth archer, stealth archer.
Look, I play Wood Elves in that game, so Stealth Archer is literally just a natural evolution.
Ugh, why would you play any kind of elf in a
Elder
Elder
Scrolls.
Scrolls game? It just looked like overgrown crickets.
They do. Tell you what though, fucking ESO elves are pretty cute. Different company did all the faces, so they don't like molestable potato people.
It's almost like they realized, yeah,
People want to play sexy elves.
Elder Scrolls elves are ugly.
Yeah. No, they're fucking
I mean,
hella cute in
I
online.
think all the defaults are pretty ugly. That's why we have mods.
But canonically, they're ugly.
Yeah,
Like,
and
they're-
canonically the game sucks. Therefore,
Yeah.
I mod the shit out of it. I'm surprised nobody fought me on that.
Nah.
Yeah.
I was trying to throw shade, but okay, damn.
I mean, I shrugged, thought about it, and then, yeah, it kind of does.
I can't hear you over the fun of those games is spending hours modding it, playing it for a half hour, and not touching it again for the next month or so, right? So, don't disagree with the truth. See, what are you munching?
Sorry, Straw.
I'll be able to tell those sounds apart eventually. Anyway, yep, 5th floor.
Alright.
10th level.
Dun.
Thousands of battle droids.
How would you like to get to the 5th floor?
Stairs.
Okay. Poor Yvonne.
Hey,
Well,
I can walk upstairs.
Take the stairs.
Why poor Yvonne?
Hefting all that weight upstairs.
Why can't he have to have his way up everywhere? If anything,
mean-
he's just... He's got like thighs for
obviously
days.
Yvonne skips leg day, so it's all upper body day every day.
No, he's an Awu. He's made to jump wildly and improbably at the moment's notice.
You need to put a sword in his mouth first, and then tell him that his master had died.
Awu.
Or put a paintbrush in his mouth.
Yay!
Don't turn me into a Dark Souls boss, please. That's endless suffering.
I was trying to turn you into Okami.
Okami!
Ah,
That game is
I'm
delightful.
not adorable enough. I'm not adorable enough to be aiming.
Burge wanted to turn you into Dark Souls boss.
Yes.
Okay.
Upsy daisy.
Okay. And how about Laura? After disconnecting the wires, what does it do?
In uh, having disconnected the wires, I was going to head up to the 5th floor and then text people. Hey, the cameras are disconnected. You can head in now.
Well, I
Cool.
thought we turned off our
I
phones. Oh,
they're on silent. They'll text back 5th floor.
Mm.
Turns out you get an incredibly good phone signal when you're like passing through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine you have to like lean your pocket out occasionally so that it's solid temporarily.
That's why I would be heading up to the 5th floor, exiting the ground, remanifesting, and then texting people.
Yeah, cool.
I already knew that False Justine's office was on the 5th floor, right?
Yeah, that's true. Onward.
Okay. So you get up to the floor that Justine's office is on, and her office door is locked.
How inconvenient.
Wait, did you say another locked door?
Yeah, apparently this door's locked.
Is this also a normal lock?
Oh, it looks a bit more sophisticated.
Sophisticated as in like mechanical?
Mechanical still, yeah.
Alright.
It's a bit fancier.
Alright. See Jill. But I think, boy, this one looks tough.
Does he actually say that out loud? In which case I will now
Yes.
start squinting at him when he fucking...
Does it?
You know, you have a.
Never
you
mind,
might-
go ahead. Everything's fine for you, I'm sure.
You might need to go to a doctor. You seem to have a squinting problem.
Well, it's been up late. I've been working for a while. I didn't know I was going to be out adventuring today.
Look, I barely even know what's going on, so y'all keep doing your thing.
So mages in 2E don't have a thing where the more they cast in a scene, the bigger the chance of paradox?
Only after the first paradox chance.
Oh.
So you have to have already been playing Risk for it to go up.
Yes.
The way it worked in 1E was like the more you cast even like subtle spells in one scene.
Fair enough.
So you couldn't just keep doing subtle stuff forever.
Mages being punished. I like this edition.
No, like that's not
No,
how
I
it
don't
is.
think-
The other
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah, it's first edition.
Yeah,
Which I prefer
that's
just
from
from a
that's from
mage.
OWO.
Anyway.
What's this?
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean, the other option is Laura walks through the wall and unlocks it from the inside, which is the same effect.
Alright, so you open up the lock. And enter the office. It looks pretty normal. Looks just like a normal office. Everything's shut off.
I start sniffing the air. Does it have Justine's scent in it?
It does.
Well, this is definitely at least an office she's visited heavily. Like, is it enough to make the safe assumption that this is where this is her office?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got the details already.
All right, just making sure.
Alright. I'm not exactly what one would call a private investigator, but I will try and find useful shit.
We can all try to find useful shit. I will make an assist roll for you since my whatever it is I'm not going to be good at it. Would it be investigation?
Yeah.
It would be an investigation.
It's investigation or intelligence investigation. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to roll.
Either.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
2 successes for you. I mean, 2 dices for you. 2 dices. Sorry.
I'm gonna feel really bad when I fuck this up terribly.
I was gonna say I'd also assist.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I cut you off what you were saying, go ahead. I'll just throw more dice at it afterwards.
Do more.
Oh, I'm gonna feel really bad for wasting all of these. Oh, God. So 1 success out of your 4 collective successes. I'm sorry.
Just like last
This is why the assist another doesn't really work so well.
I mean, mathematically it does if they've already got a good check, but I was already approaching with not strong myself, and those two just rolled abnormally well.
Yeah, if they've already got a good check, they may as well be rolling themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't have good checks. They knew they were rolling with dog shit and potentially giving me free dice, but I just sort of spanned it completely.
Yeah, I did think Jesse at least would have more than me.
No,
Having the highest.
No, I made it very clear that it's not a specialty of mine, but I would start turning the place over. I'm at equal ranks with Yvonne, in fact. He's a better investigator than me. I just happen to have the edge and wits. Oh well. So 1 success. We're turning this place over.
Yeah. 1 success. You find a there's mostly just business documents around and all that, but there is a filing cabinet, which is it's got a keypad on it. You don't often see filing cabinets with keypads.
No, that shit's weird. Any of you guys a hacker?
I can, technically.
Not that kind.
What other kinds are there?
The limbs kind.
I mean, heck. I'm not that bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I got no special computer use here.
Life hacks.
I mean, I can work computers pretty well.
I might as well give it a go, otherwise I'm just gonna crack this bitch open.
Now here's my question. Do you want this to be salvageable afterward?
I mean, if you can't do it subtly, then I will break the lock. It's cool. But really, we're hoping for subtle here, my friend.
Yeah, otherwise I could just break the lock.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, I was going to say, why would I even bother as well? I could have Yvonne just open it with enthusiasm.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Alright, so what would you like me to roll?
What are you using a power, or how are you attempting to do what you're trying to do?
I suppose. My computer is that. You know what? I will use the power. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have my back to everyone, but I can use a little power. I'll be using something called left-handed spanner,
Okay.
which is for paying 1 essence and touching the object. I can just if the activation works correctly, uh, the device malfunctions for a number of successes equal in turns. Using oh wait, device must be a human manufactured object with at least 3 moving parts. Does this count?
I would say yeah. In my limited knowledge of cabinet hinges.
What moving parts would there be?
Let's see here. The latch for
The
let's see here, the
magnetic
latch for
lock,
the
hinge, and
lock,
door.
It doesn't really.
and also the rollers for the cabinet door itself.
That's not a part of it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, unless you mean specifically the lock.
It would just be the magnetic lock and the keypad.
Technically, the keys move.
Hmm.
The keys are a manual part of it, not a mechanical moving part.
Well, I can either crack it with the power, or I can crack it
Yeah.
with actual intelligence computer if you want. Either way works with me.
Go ahead and roll your left-handed spanner.
Okay.
And still hear that
Intelligence
straw
crafts and
chewing, by the
chi.
way.
Sorry.
Intelligence crafts chi.
Delicious cheese.
Yeah, delicious jaws.
Jars. After recently
Hold on,
buying...
my thing's freezing up. Give it a sec.
After recently purchasing some extra mature cheddar, I've decided that although it is my preferred flavor, I hate the salt crystals that form in it.
Not salty enough?
No, as in they're like extra matured cheddars form little crystals in them, and from a texture standpoint, I don't like that. They're quite hard. They're very hard compared to the cheese themselves. Like having grit in food, it's not very nice. But it is a shame because it is the tastiest of flavors. It's so sharp. There we are.
I prefer mild or medium cheddar. But sharp cheddar's alright.
And most of the time I get one, like, you get them like these value kilogram bricks of cheddar, and it's just called full flavor. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but it's real nice.
Nice.
And where was that on your sheet, by the way?
Should be on page 2. I just didn't really fill it in.
Well, I didn't see it on your, powers list there.
Should be there. Oh well.
I saw you add it to page 2, but I didn't see it on your,
Really?
page 1 other traits. I see you
Huh.
got.
Wait, did I not add it there?
Command, projection, shifting.
Anywho.
By the way, it's not chameleon, it's camouflage.
Comma, Camilo flush.
Okay.
What happens to this lock then? Just shoot poison darts?
It turns off.
Nice. Does the cabinet slide open?
I can
No.
slide it open. Wait. Would you like me to slide it open?
Slide that shit up.
Yeah, if it's like give it a pull. If you've turned the lock off.
Sure. I'll pull it open.
Da-dun.
It opens.
Sweet.
All right. And what do we find in here?
Poison darts.
They look like case files for individual people.
Yeah. Look for a Trevor L. Macklemore.
Sure. And I guess I'll start humming thrift shop as I sift through.
God.
What?
I don't mind that song. It's got trumpets.
Yeah.
You know what else has trumpets? My butt.
No.
After Beanberg.
Hmm.
Butt trumpet.
I worry about butt trumpets.
I'm now reminded of Day 9's talk about the song and then suddenly trumpets. Send in the midgets.
What?
Oh, it's good. I'll hunt it out for you later.
Everyone roll me a d10 as you guys are going through these files.
Sure.
Oof.
Oh dear.
See who gets the highest.
God. That's a mighty
Not a roll.
no dice.
Shazam!
Yeah.
Smashed.
Guard finds the file.
Aha! Travis Macklemore.
Travis, it's Trevor.
Now what am I looking
Trevor
for?
Macklemore.
But for everybody, like these files seem to be for people that have like worked for the company, or like they were what's it scouted by most of them have been stamped with a not acceptable, like a little picture of the person and a stamp with not acceptable. Trevor's was stamped with and acceptable.
Hmm.
Looking through the file, it lists his family, it lists his immediate immediate family, friends. It lists. There's even a mention of Yvonne in the file.
Cletus is gonna specifically make sure to read everything so he remembers it.
Is Yalu still eidetic?
Mm-hmm.
Andy.
At least with any memories from point of possession onwards. Prior to that, things are a little muddled, let's say.
Interesting. I figure eidetic would be an interesting loophole for still being able to have an entirely cohesive past to draw upon.
Or it makes it worse because the mortal body that you enter remembers everything. And it overlaps more of what
Makes it harder, easier to remember the human memories, but harder to remember the demon times.
Act as demon times before the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, you read through the file, and it says that they recommend moving him to the Chinatown office.
The Chinatown hospice.
Office.
Office, even. Alright. Should we take the rest of the files out of here that are marked as accepted and get the fuck out?
Wait, did you just say take the files?
Yeah, take the files that are all marked as accepted.
CJ's gonna mention, like, well, me and Lalu can just memorize them. There's no reason to take it. Give them reason to think anything was taken.
For greater footprint we leave, the easier we are to track. But the longer we remain, the greater the likelihood we are caught in the act.
Yeah, and it depends on what you're considering short-term or long-term risk. I'm still thinking like a normie, I guess. If you would like to, read for a bit, go ahead.
All right, it's a bit just like how many files are there?
Marked accepted or
Yeah, just the accepted.
Marked accepted.
22.
Look, guys,
That's
I don't
11 each. If I can look at one every 10 seconds.
look. I don't know how long. I don't know how long this lockpop's gonna last, guys.
I mean,
It's
as
10
long as
seconds.
it's
Oh,
open.
it's already re-engaged.
Yeah, we just don't close the drawer again until we're ready to go.
You only disable it for a number of rounds equal to the successes.
Yeah. Just,
So
don't
it is
slide that
already-
bitch closed again. It is active as fuck.
I shall leave the memorization to you, CJ. The
Right.
cameras are likely to be coming back, if they have not already. Keep your heads down and be ready to run if you hear sirens.
I'm always ready to run if I hear sirens.
CJ will briefly look over every one other
Seriously,
thing,
what
just
have you
enough
been
for his
doing?
eyes to run over all of the text.
Was that sorry, Ivan?
Seriously, what have you been doing?
I'm just unlucky.
Or do you mean me?
No, I was talking to Jessie when she was like, "I'm always ready to run from the police."
It's from sirens. The sirens could belong to any
Same
position of
difference.
authority or emergency response.
I mean, I guess.
And I've run from all of them. I mean, everything's cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna step outside, go a bit away, and then again, step into walls and head back down to the security office, and hopefully continue to troll the poor bastard that's on duty for a while.
Booga booga booga. Just to face through the wall.
Do you want me to make any more rolls, Third, or?
Why have you activated your power again?
What's expression?
Hmm?
Okay, so this is.
I'd make more people invisible, but I can't. I don't have any, like, long duration spell slots left.
Stamina, survival. I'm just gonna roll it flat. So yeah, it's gonna be the same effect as last time, just...
More stank wind.
Yep, create a wind, a distraction, a horrible smell.
Wait,
The phantom fart.
you're doing the wind again, not the wall thing?
I don't need to roll to do the wall thing, that
Oh,
just
you just never
costs...
came out?
Oh, no, it just costs me a point of faith when I want to go
Ah.
into a war. Which is why I'm now down to 4, where I had 7 at the start of the night.
Security guard in the case of the phantom fart.
Yeah.
This is how the Hardy Boys got started.
Oh god,
Like
such
the
a
farting
hard
voice.
clue.
All right.
Yeah.
So
the initial apocalyptic form activation, I can choose to either roll my permanent faith as a dice pool or spend a faith to auto succeed.
What is your permanent faith at this point?
2.
Fair enough, then that makes sense not to do that.
so the going back into the walls, you see the security guard is on the phone with tech support, trying to figure out what's wrong.
I swear the air conditioning just keeps shooting farts out at me.
I get it,
I
man.
think
Everything's
Smells
farts.
like you wouldn't believe.
I think some of the kids put some of them stank bombs in the air conditioner vents.
No, he's
Oh, yeah.
actually talking about the monitors.
The monitors that have been unplugged.
I just can't figure it out. All the monitors went out. I think it must have been some kind of power surge. Can y'all come down and figure it out?
Smelled something awful. A rat must have gotten fried in the ducts. Power line.
Something.
Must have been one of them street possums.
It smells like my ex-wife in here.
So are you still
Alright.
going to use the
He's still gonna stank blast him while he's on the phone.
I'm not going to bully him that much.
Just vomits right on
Seems
the phone.
unnecessary.
Floor.
So CJ goes through memorizing the files.
I'm sorry, I'm now thoroughly enjoying the idea that you have the phantom fart power.
A really powerful one as well. If she succeeds hard enough. Oh, sorry. If she succeeds hard enough, it fucking stuns people.
So you can literally drop the Nagasaki on people.
Yeah.
Yeah, if my successes exceed someone's stamina, they receive the stun to tilt.
That he just made this guy barf.
Fart so powerful you can curl the man's eyelashes.
Fart's so powerful it boils someone's ass inside their own skull like superheated eggs.
Though it's actually impossible for me to stun a regular person unless I choose to, and choosing to is a bad idea.
Torment.
I have Torment 3. I would need to have and regular people have stamina too. I would need to choose the high torment effect in order to actually stun regular people, and that's a breaking point.
Going out of your way to like skull fuck someone with demon magic is a breaking point? That's fucking weird.
Who would have thought it?
That's really strange. I don't know if I would feel such similar moral quandaries to going out of my way to use supernatural demon powers to ruin someone's day.
I just watched that Day 9 vid. That was fantastic.
Send in the midgets! It was good. I love
That's-
Day 9. He's the best.
I think I watched
So
it when
yeah,
we played Smite.
anyway.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Let's pop this blowsicle stand.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
We're scrambling.
Yeah, it's peace out.
Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Where is that from? I've heard that before, I'm sure.
It's a movie.
Okay, cool.
And Payday 2.
I wish I had more time to play games. Oh well.
I have nothing but time.
Alright. So the party exits building. The security system is still down. Or the monitors are.
Hmm.
But the front door is unlocked. Somebody is about to have a bad day. Possibly lose their jobs. But you guys head on out.
Look on the bright side. The security guard ended up a lot better than the guy from FNAF.
True.
Everybody ends up better than the guy from FNAF, though. But that's where we'll bring the session to a close for today.
God damn it.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. I need to go back to bed.
Yeah.
Next week, my friend. Next week. I mean, next. Well, I guess depends.
So, do
Aspirations.
yeah, bring you guys back over to the cast. There. CJ, you had catch up with your friends. You kind of did that, yeah. You got to know everybody a bit more. I'll let you score that in for a beat. You haven't really found out what's with the whole two Justines thing. No more than you already knew.
No, nothing there.
Find something outside Lalu's comprehension. Not yet.
I didn't really do
So,
anything with it
score-
this time.
One aspiration for a beat and 2 end of session
Wow.
beats. Eddie, you did not have any. I'm sorry. So you just get the 2 end of session beats.
I'm sorry I disappointed you.
Don't worry about it.
That's
So
Sudoku. Yvonne, you
Yo.
had get one of the Justine's blood. Yeah, you just kind of stabbed her and took it.
Yeah.
So you
The
can score
fuck?
that for a beat.
It was a gentle stabbing.
Yeah.
As gentle as a stabbing can be, which is not gentle at all.
I didn't like. I literally just needed like a drop of it. I like gave her a little mini cut and then had like a drop of blood.
To be fair, I've known some nurses who are really gentle with needles, so I can believe it.
Needles are not stabbing.
Technically, yes.
No.
You have
I also
not
didn't
read-
stab her. I'm like,
Shh. Moving on. I would like to get to the end of this.
You have not rescued Trevor. And you have not found out who the real Justine is any more than you had before.
no, real Justine, please stand up.
Scored 1, so total of 3.
Does he get a dot of progress for one of those?
For
For the Trevor one? Like, considering we actually went out
Trevor,
of our way to get
yeah,
Trevor
for
info?
Trevor, I'll give you a plus. You made an advancement into rescuing Trevor. For Jesse,
Yeah.
remember what Justine been doing? Not really.
No, I haven't been able to do that.
Figure why Laura is creepy.
Yeah.
She's an angel or demon.
Yeah.
both.
She's a part of the divine, that's for fucking sure.
I'll let you score that for a beat.
Dope.
Get a new girlfriend? Not yet.
No progress either.
Work at it. So for 3 beats total. Laura, locate and groom a new thrall. Not yet. Deal with the false Justine, whichever it is. Not yet. Re-establish connections with your friends and keep them this time. Oh yeah, you work towards that definitely.
Plus,
Yeah, I'll give you a plus on it. You're gonna have to reconnect with everybody.
and it definitely hasn't been long enough for the keep them this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
So thank you everybody for playing.
Also,
Oh,
wait,
Thank you very much for running.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Make sure you guys have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good day and do take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye stream. Bye YouTube.
Like and subscribe.